Hello and welcome. It's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Welcome everyone. It's so good to see you. I'm going to make sure that I'm in the right place because I don't see any comments, and that's very unusual on our YouTube channel at this time of day. So if you're here, please let us know so that I know that we're live in the right spot, because I don't trust myself to have done it correctly. But yeah, the other one didn't go live on Facebook. I forgot to check that one. But I'm just very happy that I'm here with you. Yes, it says public. Fantastic. And over here on YouTube, yes, good. We have people here. Wonderful. I see it on YouTube that there's quite a few of it. 16 people here. Good to see you all. So, how are we today? I had the best night's sleep last night. In fact, I did not want to get up out of bed last night because, yeah, we've changed our bed base. I've been having issues with my mattress, thinking it's the mattress, but actually I'm pretty sure it's been the bed base all along. So, yeah, if you start getting issues with your mattress, just maybe check the bed base first. Hello, Carolyn. Hi, Kylie. Hi, Ronnie, Marsha, Nicole, Brenda, Megan Lacornu. Good morning. Good to see you all. So we're going to be having a lot of fun today. We're going to be doing Love It, Chop It today. And if you don't know what Love It, Chop It is, it's a really fun way of using your designer series paper. And I just love it. And I chop it and use it. And it's a hashtag. I'll give you the hashtag so that you can share this wherever you want to share this, because it's a phenomenon. Phenomenon. Phenomena. That's the Love It, Chop It. So if we do this, you can actually register for our Love It, Chop It workshop. So if you're one of those people that really struggle using paper, particularly paper like this is once-off paper. This is paper that's so special that it's going to be really, really hard to use it, because we're going to be like, no, I don't want to use it. It's too precious. It's too pretty, and if I use it and I've only got one of them, then what am I going to do? It's like, no, use it. Don't think about it. Just use it, make it happen, and I'll help you through it. I'll give you support so that we can do it together. So let me show you what we've got here. It's very special. Dun, 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 dun. This is it here. Painted Illusions. So this paper here is a special product of the month that Stampin' Up has brought out. This is only our third one, and we've started labelling the colours on the front and what the item is. Really, really handy, everyone. If you want to do the same thing, I definitely recommend it because it's very handy, so handy. So, yeah, we're going to cut this baby up and have a lot of fun. Now, I've seen some fantastic designs out there, particularly with this one. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. But we can have a lot of fun with this. So let me just sort this out so that we've got only one of each. Oh, that's right, it was all at the front. Of course I mocked it up, but they are the colours there. So you get 2 of each of these 6 designs. There we go. So there's another whole lot of them. And this is the other side. Oh, but these ones here have repeated. Are they're the right ones? Ah, we've got some other ones here. We've got some other ones visiting. Let me see which one's the double. Ah, this one's the double. No, it's not. They're slightly, I thought this one and this one were the same, but they're not. They're actually differente. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's another one that looks like it, but it's actually smaller. This one here. So I'm very excited that there's 2 of those. I didn't realise. How gorgeous. Yes. I love a chocolate. I like that. Thank you for the captions. And Brenda said that she's doing Love It Chop It now. It's a game changer. It really is a game changer, because just cutting it down, whether it's at 4x6 or at the template sizes, whatever it is, I just find, because I know that I'm going to be making cards out of it, for me it's a no-brainer. If you're going to be doing scrapbooking, of course, it's a whole other thing. You want to keep it. But, yeah, I know that I'm going to be making cards. So I'm going to chop it, love it, chop it. So let's do a few of them just so that I can show you the ideas that I've got here. Grab your trusty trimmer, and I'm pretty sure I want to do these. Let me have a look here at how we can extend this paper, because if you do them at the Poppy Parade size, you'll be able to get 6 card fronts per sheet of paper, which really good. All right, really, really happy with that. Like, yes, excellent. But if we have a little look here, where's my little Poppy Parade gone? Got my Flirty Flamingo size. So if you don't have our card templates, I suggest that you get them in your life, because they're going to help you do your Love It Chop It. Like, they're just a tool that is so fantastic for cutting paper. And then you can sort of see how many you can get per sheet. But I would be fascinated to see if there was a size. I think this is the petal pink. 1, 2, 3. I think the petal pink is the one that would give you 8. But, you know, that's quite small. But if you wanted to extend your paper, if there's paper in this pack that's really super duper special to you, then this is a great one to use. I'll just check in terms of the Imperial. Usually we're pretty safe with the Imperial because it's usually wider. So we've got Petal Pink. So it's 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. Let me have a look here at, so I think it'd be the smallest, won't it? So if we do 3, 6, 9, 12. So it's just a little bit bigger. I wanted to check that in the 3, 6, 12. Yeah, it's just over. It's like 12 and 4/8. So I think if you wanted to get it spot on, do the Highland Heather. If you're using my templates in Imperial, okay, Highland Heather. Good. I'm glad I looked at that, because I was like, oh, it might just be slightly out. Because, yeah, I tried to get it as close as possible to the same, like, sizing, but sometimes it can be just slightly tiny little bit out. So let's do this one in the Petal Pink, because this one I feel like is one of my faves, and I think it can go, I don't think it would be able to go that many times over, but you will definitely have a really big gap here that will give you more as well. So let's try that. So I'm going to cut down the largest size, and this is the scariest bit usually, and just keep in mind I can go portrait or landscape with the way that I'm cutting this. Just to look at the back, yeah, that can go either way. So we're doing our the Highland Heather if you're using Imperial, or Petal Pink if you're in Australia. Now, can I, look at that, people. It's like perfection. So we're going to get even more out of this paper. Actually, I'll cut the other way first, just so that it's all cut all the way down, because it's just ever so slightly too big. And it matters because you're going to be doing layering and things like that, so you want it to, you know, sit right. So I can't believe of this whole pack of paper, this is what we're left with. And I'm sure we can do something Love It Chopper with that as well. Like, it's so cool because you just always can use all of this paper for your cards. We'll just, you know, do it in a way that, you know, frames it nicely, and yeah, really cool. So now we're going to cut it all the Petal Pink or Highland Heather, all of them down. Good evening, Princess. Princess 63436. Please tell me your name again, because I remember. Anyway, you can let me know, because that would be very handy. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's the only little bit left. Now, from this, we potentially now, because of Love It Chop It, because the miracle of Love It Chop It, we potentially have Deb. I knew it. I was going to say Debbie. That would have. I should have said it. I was like, I feel it on the tip of my tongue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 we got out of this. So instead of the usual 6. Now, they are a lot smaller, but what we can do is then we will frame this really nicely. And if you wanted to, you could either use another paper in the background. So like maybe it's, you know, paper from this pack that you're like, you know, I'm not really overly fussed on using that on its own. Like something like that one there, although the back is stunning. But sometimes it's hard to pick one that you're like, yeah, they're all good. I love the backs of all of them. So what we can do is have a little look here. And we're going to be using the other product of the month, by the way, which is the Fabulous Sayings. And all of these are available right now. If you order over $125 in Australia, you get these for $9. Paper $9, the stamp set $9. But I'm pretty sure, actually someone needs to tell me, can you order more than one product of the month per month? I think you can only do one per month. So you would need to collect. And if you haven't got it the month that it comes out, you're at a risk of not being able to purchase it. Because if it sells out, that's it. It's gone. So it's always good to get it the month that it comes out. If you really, really like it, like this paper has just come out this month. So if it's something you really like, don't wait. Just in case you want it, like it sells out. You don't know. It could be really popular and then you'll be like, I missed out. So you can shop with us in our store. Yeah, one per month. Thank you, Deb. Deb, that's really helpful. Because I was trying to look for that information and it kind of alluded to it's only one per month, but I was like, the computer said no. Now you do need to have an account to get the product of the month. You can't check out as a guest, so you need to log in. And yeah, it's amazing to be able to get this opportunity to buy these cool items. This is the you like that little dance? This one here, February product of the month, Painted Illusions. So it's a really, really great product of the month to get your hands on. We had the, amazing one last month, which was the stamp set. So I was very excited about that. But don't miss out on it because you're going to love it. And it's something that Stampin' Up have, decided to, in some kind of way, do instead of celebration. But this is ongoing. This is not just for a few months. This is going to keep going until they deem it, either, worthwhile or not worthwhile. So definitely support it. And if there's something that you want to get twice, for those of you that are Stampin' Up demonstrators, can we ask a big favour? Can you please put in the suggestion box, which you can find when you log in, or those of you that are customers, if you could send Stampin' Up an email and just say, is there any possibility that we can get like more than one of these items? Because especially when it's paper and it's something that that's a consumable, we consume our paper, but we don't consume our stamp set. We usually only get one, so non-consumable. It took me a long time to learn what on earth everyone was talking about when they say consumable and non-consumable. I'm like, we're not eating them, people. But put it in the sandbox that, can we get more than one? Because even to be able to get that one again, like for $9, and then imagine giving it to as a gift. So good. It's like the best present ever. Like, hi, here's an introduction to stamping. Only for $9. Yes, please. Now, what we're going to do, as I said before, is layer. Let me just grab a little bit of water. I'm a little parched. By the way, people, walk, don't run. This is not an affiliate in any way. But I have this brand new drink bottle from Kmart. It's a life changer. Like, the straw is just perfect. You can close the straw and open the straw without touching the straw. So very good for germs. And it's got a handle. And if you close your little straw, which I'm not touching with my hand, so good, you can press this button at the front. And now there's a spout. The spout is like perfect. It has a little hole there that can click in place if you wanted to, or you can just push it out like that. And it has a little spout. And it also has silicone base, and it can keep your drinks cold for 6 hours or hot. Winner, chicken dinner. So I can do either, but if I'm really thirsty, I can do that. But I usually end up with water everywhere, but not with that spout. The spout is really good. $14. I love it. So good. And if you have one pass, just another little side note, you're welcome. If you have one pass, spotlight the drink bottle, please. Okay, let me put it on front facing for you because it is the best. Brenna got one too. And they, $14. I think they come in the blue as well, and purple. So I ended up getting them as gifts for my friend Jessie, that a lot of you know. She used to be our assistant until we moved to Perth. For over 10 years, we still are friends, even though I sacked her. Sounds awful, doesn't it? But I just sacked her. Not because she did a bad job. We just couldn't afford her anymore. Things are more expensive in Perth. And it is water. But you could put whatever you want in there. And I also got one for my friend Sarah. And actually it's our anniversary of cruising together. 2018 we did a cruise in the islands together. And we've been all very, very close friends ever since. It's been wonderful. So anyway, it's a really, really good drink bottle. So get that definitely. And if you have one pass, which I don't know how much it is here in Australia, but it's very reasonably priced. I think we got it so that we can get free shipping with Kmart. Every now and then there's one of these free shipping things that are like worthwhile. And yeah, $4 a month for one pass, and you get like more value with Target, Bunnings, Officeworks, Instant Scripts, Priceline, Flybys. Like it's just, yeah, it's very, very handy. 5 times flyby points. Like it, yeah, you just get extra things. But very interestingly, somehow, oh, actually, no, it wasn't with one pass. It was through Prime. Sorry. So if you're with Prime, which gives you the Amazon free delivery, I think there might be Prime membership. I just stumbled on this, and sorry for digressing, but it was well worth letting you know about. I think it's $10 a month for Prime, which gives you Amazon free delivery and Prime TV. And they did a promotion that I just stumbled on where you can sign up for free DoorDash membership for 2 years. And DoorDash, I know this is very confusing, but it really changes your life. DoorDash is doing Aldi now, Aldi delivery. If you order over $35, you get zero delivery fee. You do have a service fee, but they had so many promotions lately that I've been getting even the service free discount. I think it ended up like around $5 or $6 for the service fee, which I'm fine because I'm getting myself Aldi products. So yeah, just a heads up. If you have Prime, $10 a month, then you can get DoorDash, which I think is around $5 a month for the membership, but you get it for free for 2 years. You're welcome. We had a friend that we put it on our Instagram, our personal one, and they saw it and they're having real health challenges, and they were so grateful because they shop at Aldi and they were like, oh my goodness, this is life-changing. Thank you so much for letting us know because, yeah, my husband's been having to go to the shop and now it's one less thing he has to do for me as a carer. So it may help someone else out there. No, we would be really happy if it did. Now, I think I'm going to put, well, depending on what colours maybe are being highlighted in here. So if there is, this actually feels like Flirty Flamingo, not Petal Pink. Maybe there was Flirty Flamingo and, oh yeah, there it is. Thank you, Kylie. I was like, what is happening here? So depending on what we're doing or what the colour scheme is, that's what I can bring out. And then I can have the pretty peacock in the background. So that would be really good. I think that works very nicely. And so the next layer up, if you were using the Highland Heather layer, then your next one up would be the Petal Pink. But for those of us that were using Petal Pink, we'll go to Lemon Lime Twist size as like the next layer. So I'll just do a couple of these. How many have we got that have got the Flirty Flamingo in there? And then we'll know how many we need to cut. 1, 2, I think that's more like a Petal Pink style. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do 8 of them, and these two we'll do like the granny apple or something. That looks good, doesn't it? Or we can do the pink, just so that there's a contrast. Oh yeah, that's, I think I prefer, yeah, let's do that one. So we'll do 2 of those ones. So what we're going to do, thanks to Love It Chop It, we're going to do the Petal Pink if you're in metric, and Lemon Lime Twist for the rest of us. So just get the measurements there in your countries. I think I can go the bigger one first. Actually, this is where our templates come in very, very handy. Let me show you here what you can do. It's pretty cool. Actually, it's not the lemon. Oh, no, that's a different one. So we're going to have to do, Ooh, we might have to go down to Highland Heather anyway for our chopping, because then we wouldn't have a border. We can both do Highland Heather together. Highland Heather together. Good. And then we'll do Petal Pink. Yeah, of course we do it the same. Of course, Kylie. Why would we do it different to each other? You need to listen to your prototypes, Kylie Bertucci. The reason why you did them this sizing. So we go 1, 2, and then we can't quite do 3. Whereas if we do this size, I think we could do quite a few, and then we can come down here and get more this way. Yeah, we'll do it that side. And then just excuse me while I chop down my papers as we go. Oh, we decided to go that way. That's right. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're doing... Now, I don't want to cut into this section because we measured that and we were like, no, we're going to get more out of that, aren't we? So we want this to be the biggest size. Yes. See how good they are? They give us like real life awareness of sizing so that we can get the most out of our cardstock, because we don't want to waste cardstock. It gets expensive. And then we want to do the smaller one like that. I just like to burnish mine to start with here because it just gives me a better cut, I feel. It's a nicer feel, and I think it extends the life of my blade too. I haven't actually proven it one way or the other, but it just feels that way. I'll go with that, right? So this is the Love It, Chop It principle, and I came up with this whole concept. What year would it have been? I think it would have been around... I wonder if I can look at the group and see the idea, when it was formed. So look at that. Look how many we could get. Whereas I think if we did it the other way, we'll actually have a look and see how many we would have got the other way. So if I didn't measure, say here, we would have got 1 and maybe 2, right? Cut this way. So, and then we would have come down here and maybe got another 2. So just by cutting it in this direction as opposed to figuring out this direction. So we got 2, we got 3, and then we got 2 more. So we got 1 more extra layer, which matters, right? Like 1 whole extra. Brilliant. I tried the score and then cut, but still got the lip. Yeah, so it might be... And look, there's still a tiny, tiny little lip, but it shouldn't be... Like, you can still see a lip. It's not like it removes it completely, but I feel like it's just that little bit better than cutting it without the scoring. And I just like the feel of it as well as I'm cutting. It just feels nicer on the edge. Now, we're going to get some of these. So these we're all going to do Highland Heather. I'm very sorry I took you up the garden path and decided to do something different for each one. Why would I even do that? Silly Billy Kylie. So we'll just do a little score. Look at that little cutie. We're not keeping them. They're too little. I'm being ruthless today. Oops, I forgot to score first, but that's still cut fine, which is good. So we'll put all the ones on the edge that we've cut. Good. No, that's actually going to be fine. I was worried it was going to be too close to the edge to cut nicely. But this is perfecto. just fortunate that this layer is a little bit larger than usual in the metric, because usually if it's like, I think it was like a 0.4 difference, whereas usually if it's like a 0.3, it's like forget it. I mean, I should try it and see if I can actually cut it at 0.3. Yeah, you probably could, but only just. Hello, joyful stamper. Hello from Orlando, visiting 2 of my daughters and letting the snow back home melt before I return. What a smart idea. My grandparents used to do that, not that we had snow in Melbourne, but it got very, very cold in Melbourne. And so as children, they would come up for quite a long time and stay in our granny flat that Mum and Dad had built in the back of their property. And so that was really cool. I mean, was it? My grandmother was hilarious. I can talk about her now that she's gone. She was a bit of a stirrer, my grandmother. I don't know, I just always found her a little bit prickly for my liking. But my other brothers and sisters seemed to get along with her well. I was like, she was a very good painter, so maybe I learnt a little bit of artistic flair from my grandmother. But yeah, she was always just, you know, having a little dig. It just felt like she was like passive aggressive all the time. And my grandfather, they were both very driven. Like all of the family became lawyers and doctors and professors, and you know, so I think I just probably felt like we weren't good enough, maybe. Like everything was about, yeah, success equals money, and yeah, and yeah, that you can do you, like, sure, that's what you want to do, sure, you do that. But I think when you have that pressure as a kid that you're not good enough, or yeah, you're not trying hard enough, I think I could feel that in them. I could feel the judgment. Okay, we're all ready to go now. So we just need some of the petal pink ones, which I'll cut at the petal pink size. Petal pink with petal pink. It's very rare that the card template layer is the same size as, or the same colour as the layer. And that one there, yes, I did do that right, and then I need to cut that down. I'm like, what did I do? Did I do it wrong? But no, you didn't. Just got to take your time to, I didn't score first, and that felt awful. That's better. Nice. It's just a very slight difference. It could be literally psychosomatic, knowing me. They really would be a very interesting strip card. Look how tiny they are. You could definitely put something together. I think there was like a really cool technique that we did with the strips called like the mosaic tile effect, and it would be like that, where you're sort of changing up the movement. You do the love it, chop it, but then you just slightly move it so that all the patterns sort of mix up a bit. That was a really cool technique. We'll have to do that, mosaic tile. Let's write that one down so that I do it for you one day. Maybe not today. We'll see how we go for timing. Maybe I'll do it for our members after. What a great idea. If you're joining us on the members page, come and do mosaic with me. Mosaic tile. If you want to learn a new technique, I love it. Mosaic. Yes. We've got such extreme weather all around the world, haven't we? Crazy. Because I think our friends Jessica and David Brigden, if you don't follow Jessica Brigden, Jessica, we like to call her, she is so sweet. We love them very, very much. They're beautiful friends of ours. And they are upstate New York. And I think she sent us a photo not too long ago. And she's like, please pray for us, because it was just crazy. Jessica, I'll be in the Jessica Bruno one. Yeah, this was I think a week ago, or a little bit longer, maybe 3 weeks ago, and it is minus 19, but it felt like minus 35. I have to add their weather report to my weather reports. Yes, I'm doing mosaics tonight, but you have to be in the members page, which I know you are, Luann. We'll do that fun activity together, and that's the joining for mosaics class next. So let me just put this before I forget. I'm not sure if I can add another weather report. I think I've got my limit. I like having Tassie because we've got friends in Tassie, we've got friends in Adelaide. Maybe we can just do, yeah, we've got Melbourne. Sorry, wherever you're going. How do I remove you? I think I go, oh, there you go. And then I can add, which one? Oh, yeah, that one. Oh, there's a lot of these ones. Oh, Jessica and Dave are at 3 degrees. It feels like -1. That's crazy. And look at the weather this week for them. Oh my goodness, I'm not complaining about our heat. But I wonder if we can change this to Fahrenheit for you all. Yeah, we can very easily. Good. So at the moment in Ellenbrook, wow! But then it is 8:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, it's not very hot today. Oh, it's going to be 37 today. So if we go like this, back here, and we go Fahrenheit, let's go to Ellenbrook again. 99 today. Isn't that crazy? 100 on Wednesday. Yeah, see, we don't have the humidity here, which I think that has been really, really helpful. Is that the 63%? Is that what the humidity? No. Oh, the low and high, that's what that is. Where's the humidity? Doesn't seem to have, oh, here. Humidity, 42%. Whereas I think in Brisbane, where Megan's coming from, I think I've got Brisbane on here. Oh yeah, Ipswich, that's where our other friends live. So today is 88 for them. But the difference is the humidity. Yeah, it's a little bit higher. But still pretty high in Perth. I think it's, yeah, 10% higher. Today the average humidity is 59. In Ellenbrook it's, where did I go for humidity? Here. 42%. Yeah. So yeah, that's all there. I don't have to go to that next section. That's good to know. Craziness. So yeah, everyone's having such extreme weather around the world. So we feel for all of you. Now we have an option here. So we've got our beautiful pretty peacock that we decided on. We'll get a few card bases with that. Do you like the way I matched, by the way? I saw this dress and I'm like, oh, I have to wear this dress today. Oh, the UV index. I've never heard the UV index so much until we came to Perth. And that's what they keep saying here, that the UV index is very high in Perth. And I'm like, why am I hearing about, what is the UV index? I've never heard anyone talk about the UV index, but yes, it's apparently very high. But yeah, only 4 here today, but normally that is apparently very high. But Megan's saying the UV index in Brisbane is very high. Ooh, 7, that is high. I don't know what it goes up to, but it's almost in the pink. Crazy. I get daily updates about it. just so that we can go, oh, I have a theory. I just stay in air conditioning. I just shut my door and stay in air conditioning. By the way, we had a little dinner party last night. We don't normally have one midweek, but I really wanted to catch up with this family and another friend of mine. And we had the funnest night. I made curry last night. And if you live in Australia, can I please suggest just another little plug? This one here, Mesri curry paste. It is delicious. And the green curry was quite hot. It had a real punch to it. So, yeah, definitely look at getting that curry paste. And all you add is just some veggies. Like I just added any veggie that I wanted, some carrots, broccoli, collie. What else did I add in there? Some water chestnuts. They were very nice. You can get them in a can. And some chicken. I did chicken legs, and the other one I did chicken breast. Chef's kiss. It was so good. It's so easy. Simple dimples. See? Look. I'm matching Painted Illusions today for you. You're welcome. I'm theme dressing. So let's grab quite a few of those. I'm glad we ordered another pretty peacock. Look at that. It's even the pretty peacock. Do you reckon it's pretty peacock and oh yeah, that one there. That one there that is definitely the flirty flamingo. The one in between my moob. Not my boob, my moobs. The mono boob. And that's definitely I'm not quite mono boob yet, but I love artificial air. I'm so grateful for artificial air. But yeah, when we get our electricity bill, I'm not so grateful. I'm like, oh, that's painful. Oh, that really hurts. Now, we want to go here. Another nice addition, actually, which I didn't think about, would be, like when you look at these colours here, some basic black. And look at this, it even looks like old olive. Did Stampin' Up see my dress, maybe? And they were like, yeah, that's actually a really nice colour combo, Kylie. Let's do that, because that's almost the blueberry bushel. But they use Misty Moonlight instead of blueberry bushel, but that's a nice combo. And cherry cobbler. And I think that would be a calypso coral there, wouldn't it? But I like the black too. That would be very, very striking if you put this with basic black as well. So just a few ideas. The UV index in Perth is a guide to avoid being out in the sun during peak times. Oh, that's very handy. I have found here, it's very, very unusual for my skin. I don't know what it is about Perth, but on the, yes, I think there is a bit of Poppy Parade. Oh, I think that's more cherry cobbler, I would say, if we put the two together. I think this one here is Calypso Coral, but yeah, Poppy Parade could possibly work too. But yeah, I see my skin here. Afternoon on there. It doesn't burn and peel for me here, but for others, I know I have a friend that's actually the type of rays of sun that are here in Perth. She's actually got like an allergy to it, which I'd never ever heard of. Like depending on what ray of light, it's a different type of light that you get hit with here, and for whatever reason, that particular light, my skin is loving it. I mean, I'll probably find out years later. I heard Nicole just mentioned it, but I'll probably find out years later that my skin doesn't love it. I still put, sun cream on, but even though I put sun cream on and I use an umbrella, I've got a really nice blunt umbrella that I use here whenever I'm outside. So I am very skin conscious, but I can't believe how nicely, like I know it doesn't look like a tan because I'm very fair, but in comparison to my skin, you can even see here where I've worn my Apple Watch, and it is crazy the colour that I've gone here. But I have gone very dry though. I have to moisturise up way, way more. So, there's always a negative side to the positive, isn't there? Now that's cut correct. Good. We're going to do them in half. Well, that's what I usually do, but I'm doing, I was thinking normally I do it in the portrait side, but the cool thing about doing like this is we can do either the portrait or landscape, and I would be interested to see what this card looks like in the landscape, which would be a bit of fun. There we go. Now, we've just used one sheet of paper this morning, everyone. One sheet. Crazy. And we're going to get, how many did we decide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I know it was 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, we're going to do 10 cards today, everyone. We can do it. When you do love it, chop it, you can easily do 10 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, legendary. Now, let me see here what we're going to do next. So we can fold all of these down. There you are, the bond folder. Yes, skin sensitivity has to stay covered no matter how hot it gets. I had never heard of skin sensitivity until, yeah, just recently. I was like, oh my goodness, that would be so tough to deal with. Like, yeah, my poor friend, she said she just has to cover, especially when she goes to Bali. She said it's really, really challenging because it's so hot and she's having to totally cover up. I'm like, oh, that's really hard. So this folding here, if you haven't seen me do this before, this is a little technique that Bruno actually created. And it started out being on the Stamparatus, I was about to say Stamparatus. It started out on the Stamparatus, and yeah, it's just a really great way. I'm going right up against the edge, both sides, then pushing it like on the side here to make sure it's right up against. And then you just sort of keep it, you know, bubbled like this, and then start from the edge and then go across. It feels a bit weird the first time you do it, and you end up getting a few crinkles and things like that. But yeah, once you get used to folding your cards like this, particularly when you're doing bulk like this, it is so good to get a crisp, clean, like perfectly, you know, centered and lined up. It's just amazing. So good. Now, we've got all that sorted. So, what we can do here, we've got a few little choices that we can do. I'll just pop that on the side for now. For Ron. We'll put in the trolley. Now, all of these other little pieces here that we have, I've told you about this before, and I'm meant to empty it every time, but of course, alas, I have not. Which is kind of handy because we could use some of these scraps for our sentiments today if we decide to do this. He's still sleeping. Honestly, we were exhausted after last night. We partied hard. He was doing karaoke. We had Thai. And our friends, the poor things, I wouldn't let them go. They didn't overstay. I just wouldn't let them go. And it was like almost midnight. And then I had to get up this morning at 7:30, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have done till midnight. We shouldn't have been partying till midnight. But we've got tonight off, so that's good. There's nothing on. There's been a friend that wanted to catch up for dinner, and they're like, can we catch up? And I'm like, we can't keep going like this. We'll get too tired. And I've got things I need to do. I want to make my video class bundle of the month today. I've got my prototype. Eee, I'm so excited. I'm doing Cute as a Bug for next month. So I know some of the crazy crafters have got Cute as a Bug. We actually did a Cute as a Bug class together. And, do you know, yes, I think I put it in the members group as well. So yeah, that's going to be our video class bundle next month. Do I still have it hidden here somewhere? I know Bruno did a little bit of a tardy because we had our rental inspection, which was fantastic because I got a lot cleaned up that I knew I needed to do. No, I don't think it's in there anymore. I wonder where it disappeared to. I know Bruno's doing a pile of cards for on stage. We're getting ready to. Oh, here it is. Found you. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Let me show you what we made together. This just will give you an idea if you're not a member of our YouTube. This is what we made together. So adorable. And Megan said that it fits in a DL envelope, so you can pop that in one of those envelopes or make your own. We need the envelope punch board to come back, don't we? But yeah, that's going to be next month's video class bundle, so definitely check that out. But this month is this one. Absolutely. Honestly, I cannot talk more highly of this project and this card. It is absolutely gorgeous. And actually, this project that I made was a labour of love. It is a very intense fun fold card, so I feel like a bit of a challenge. And I changed it up to everything that I've seen online. I wanted to be more dramatic and bigger than I've seen anywhere. And I wanted it to fit for both the metric and imperial, so that fits in our envelopes and everything. But definitely check that out. And also, how could I forget? Oh my goodness, I am so forgetful. These are our projects that we've got, our customer cards for the month. Look at this. So special. So we made these together last week. If you missed those, this is our scrappy strip technique. If you haven't seen scrappy strip, all you have to do, it was a phenomenon as well. Even Sean and Sarah did it. Yes, they talked about scrappy strips. And I think they mentioned Bruno too. And I was like, oh my goodness, we've been mentioned. This is like life-changing. Yes. So that's the scrappy strip technique. So just Google that and you'll see it. Bruno created a phenomenon. Everyone was doing scrappy strips everywhere, which was so much fun. We were like, oh my goodness, Bruno, I think we're influencers. I think people are watching us. So that's very exciting. And yeah, this will be the customer card if you order with us. So I probably am going to have to make some more because that's all I have left. And in fact, we had 4 orders because it's free shipping right now, everyone. Free shipping. If you order over $65, you'll get free shipping. But keep in mind what we're working with today, the product of the month. If you want that, then aim for the over 125. So please, please, please get your free shipping. It finishes today. So you've only got a few hours left. Do not delay. Go shopping now. Go grab, even if you're grabbing some cardstock or, some essential items. We've got a whole heap of Tombow glue again now. We got a whole heap of envelopes so we don't run out. We had so much stock where I was like, how did we run out of these essential items? So just do an essential item shop. I know it's a bit boring, but it feels a little bit better when you're not having to pay for shipping for essential items because why should you, right? Yes, we definitely need to get that. You should have it, Megan. Didn't you get sent it? The Crazy Crafters all get this as a gift when you join our team. That's the other thing. Thank you, Megan Lacornu. There is a special on joining too. I'm not making this up. My brain is not working today. It's glitching. I did put in Instagrams about it all, so I sort of was like, okay, that's all done. But yes, you get a free Stampin' Positioner tool, which I am going to be doing a video of that today. That's my mission. I've been wanting to do it the whole of February, and I kept not getting it done because it's been very busy. It's not like I've been slack. I've been cooking, I've been baking Vegemite scrolls. Parasols need to come back in style. Parasols are amazing. But my umbrella is actually, it's called Blunt, And a lot of our friends use it here in Perth because it's got no pointy, spiky bits. And I love it because I'm always poking someone in the head and hurting them, and I don't like hurting people. So it's really for the love of others that I got that. Now, let us look at this next step. We have a couple of choices what we can do here, and we can aim for some ideas. So we could do this directly on here, as is, and we're going to use the sentiment, as I said. I'm just going to turn on the air conditioning, actually. I think it's getting to that point of almost heat now. It was cool this morning. I don't want to blast Bruno out of his slumber, so I've put the bedroom on low. I think he should be safe with that, otherwise he'll be like blasted out from the cold. So we've got this one. Now I do want to, we've got an unboxing today to show you too. So many exciting things to show you. I can't even keep up with all my show and tell. But we will go through this. But I was actually thinking it would be nice to use some of these dies, or these are brand new, or these stamp sets. Look at this stamp set here. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. These are brand new. These are coming out, these exclusives. We've got pre-order happening at the moment. And these start in March. So just get ready for it. I know some people don't like me showing these early, but the main reason why I like to show these early is because there is a stamping demonstrator joining offer, and these are the type of things that you can add to your starter kit. Hope I didn't wake you up, Bruno, with the air conditioning. I thought it's probably getting quite hot in there now. But yes, this is going to be absolutely amazing. I'll show you the other things as well. So any of these items you can add to your starter kit because it's fully customizable. You spend $169 for a starter kit, and you choose anything you want up to the value of $235, okay? So you're only paying $169, you get $235 of anything you want. No brainer. You get $66 for free, people. Why wouldn't you? I had a customer of ours. We love her so much. We are so appreciative, but she spent over $400. So I'm always saying to her, just join. Please join, because instead of spending the $400, she could have actually got $66 for free, and then the extra money. So let's do the girl math for our beautiful customer that we really appreciate, and it's helped us a lot, the fact that she's placed an order with us. But at the end of the day, I truly want everyone to get the best value. In situations like that, it doesn't always work out better for us to have someone join. It's actually better for us if they stay as a customer, because we keep their commission. We keep the commission when you shop with us. We want you to keep your commission. We want you to get the discount. So if we say, I think it was $450 that she ended up spending. So if we take off the $235 that she would have got if she got the starter kit, we come down to $215. So at this stage, $215, so let's write this down. We're going to take off 20% because that's the minimum, right, that she's going to save. So we'll divide that by, I think, is it divide or times? Or either, actually, I think we'll do the 20%. No, we can't do that. 215 times 0.20 means that she would have saved $43. So she would have paid $172. So instead of spending $450, she would have had a first order at $172 after she joined, because you can't spend over $235, and then she would have only spent $169 on the starter kit. So if we go back, what did we say, 172? So then it's just spending $4.50. She would have spent $3.41. And on top of that, she would have got free postage on half of that order, which I calculated is $14 here in Australia at the moment. So it would be a huge saving in the long run. So anytime you have an order that's over $169, like please genuinely consider, or find out in your country if it's over, yes, plus the free shipping. If it's over the starter kit join up fee, it's a no-brainer because you get items for free, and I haven't even told you that you also get the new Stampin' Positioner tool for free. It's worth $86, and so you get that at the moment as well. So it's like an absolute win-win-win all round. New product that only demonstrators can get, 20% discount, the new Stampin' Positioner tool, fully customizable. You can put anything you wanted in it, free postage, and if you join our team, we give you the free video class bundle every month. The membership that we have here on YouTube, we stream that to our team as well. It's the gifts that keep on giving when you join our team. So please genuinely consider it if you know that you're spending over the 169. And don't stress. A lot of people stress about, am I going to meet the quarterly minimum, and am I going to be pressured to sell? And the majority of our team are joined just for the discount. They want the 20% off. Things are getting expensive now. And so it does actually work out really well if you work it the way that you want it. Sometimes we have to place an order because we want to stay, but we don't have to do that. We've got team members that come and go. They're like, you know what, I can't afford to do another order. In fact, I don't want to do another order. So they don't. I mean, the best possible thing you can do is try and find like 1 or 2 customers that will keep you going so that you don't have to spend if you don't need to. But you can just come back as a demonstrator when you're ready to shop again. It's so good. There's no lock-in. There's, no reason to feel pressure. You can drop. You can even remove yourself. And we've had team members do that because they've decided that they wanted to join someone closer to them. And so they've actually dropped. You do have to wait 90 days if you want to go with a different demonstrator. But they've waited the 90 days and they went and joined someone else. And we get that. Sometimes people want something different. They're like, okay, Kylie's not doing classes in person and I want classes in person. So I'm going to go with someone who does classes in person. Go, you do that. Whatever suits you. So just keep all of that in mind. I'm just realising this is a little bit here. For senior day at the grocery store, I only get 10% discount. That's pretty good. We don't even get that. Hello, Lynette. See, I've already drank half of this. I would never, ever drink not this amount of water normally. And I love that. Being a demonstrator is very fun, and I've made lots of friends. So there was even Randy here. She's from Canada, and I recommended that she join up with a demonstrator in Canada. And, it just brings us all together. You'll love it. It's so much fun. And just remember, you can come back as a demonstrator. Don't make too much stress about it. Now, I want to do a little background here on this. And we could even use dies if we wanted to, but I just want to use something that is quick and easy for us because we're doing quite a bit of Love It, Chop It. So I might use some of these beautiful background pieces here. I think the leaves go really nicely with this background, and we'll just do it in there. There's Randy now. Yes, I'm talking about you. But look at this. Bruno's done so much work on all of these to get them set up ready to go. But yeah, something like this would be so stunning if you had it in the colour behind. Put it in the pretty peacock, and you could have this sort of layered behind. There's so many amazing things you can do in this background now. Oh, I'm so glad, Randy. It was so much fun to see you join. And this is the thing I keep telling people. It's not just about, people joining us. We don't care who you join with. Do whatever. You do you, boo. But don't miss out on the opportunity of being a demonstrator. We've got, I think, 29 of our team members that we will all be flying to Sydney in March. And yeah, we're going to be there the whole weekend in Sydney, and we'll get to spend time with our team, and it's so much fun. Oh, look at these ones. Wow. They're so much bigger than I expected. So you could even do like this one here. We might even use this one here for our sentiment, actually. Yeah, we meet lovely people, don't we? This has got a gorgeous leaf piece here. So there's, you know, you really can keep this simple, easy, just put the paper in the sentiment, or you can start layering with even embossing folders behind here. I think it was Linda Dolke, who's a demonstrator here in Australia. She did, and I thought it was genius, because I always like to see what others have done, because sometimes accidentally I can end up doing the same, because, you know, we've got these papers, so you sometimes end up doing the same thing, and I'm like, I'd like to check, not just for ideas, like obviously it does give me ideas, but I also don't like to copy and then be like, oh, I had no idea. So I'm like, oh, what's out there? So I don't do the same thing as what someone else has done. But also, you know, I learnt from Linda, because it's a really nice suggestion to use this beautiful embossing folder. So we can, like, we don't have to be in competition with each other. You know, people are going to find who they want to join with and who's the personality they connect with, and also what they're looking for in a demonstrator. So just make sure you shop around, make sure that you ask questions, interview your potential demonstrator that you're going to join with, because it does make a difference to your overall experience as a demonstrator. And I have met some over the years that were like, oh, I should have really thought about it a bit more. I think this is to size, this one. And look at this. So good. I should have put it on the front, really. It's very handy to have that visual. I did the tracing around, which is really handy. I love this. I got that idea from Lisa Curcio. And we can just leave it as is. And the backing, actually, the backing idea was from Rachel Tessman. So just keep that in mind, those two tips. These girls are so smart. Look at that. Ta-da! Now, I want to line up this one so we can see straight away here if it's going to fit or not. I might do some thank you cards, although that's, oh yeah, that fits perfectly with that die. I love it when I find a die that fits my Great Lines Think Alike. Oh, did you say something here, Charlotte? Let me have a look. You were thinking about using the dies, were you? But yeah, these ones don't really work. But Hello is pretty good, although that's a little bit too, like, this is too big. So I think the thank you fits really nicely in there. It covers most of that. Yeah. We could even maybe, no, it won't fit this so much unless we go like that and then put so much here. It could fit. Let's have a little look. Let's look for the so much. Thank you so much. Oh ho ho. Look at that. So we can gauge here. So that's like sitting everything right on the edge, but that will look really nice because it will cover most of that. Brilliant. We've locked it in. Done. Thank you so much. Now we know exactly where they belong. Brilliant. I love this setup. So we've got those two. We've got our die. I'll just pop this in here for now. And what I will do, actually, what we're meant to do is I was meant to tuck this in here. This is something that Rachel Tessman came up with. So we tuck this in here, and then that way we can just like drop them in and out. We don't have to open up the envelope each time. Okay, so we've got this one here. We're doing a couple of those. Good. These are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Oh my goodness, look how big they are. I can't get over how, like, the catalogue just doesn't show it. It just doesn't do it justice. I don't think it ever really does it justice, does it? So remember, we've got to add that piece of resistance back in, okay? Now, let's pull out our stamps from here that we want. Look at Bruno. He's amazing. And I'll put that back in there like so. Come on. It's the only annoying thing is putting that in there. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing it. And we want this leaf here. And I think this one here, and then the smaller one as well. Oh, there's even another little one. Just in case, we'll grab you two. Good. I'm not too sure how, oh yeah, just like that. I was like, it's a bit weird that it's not joined, but yeah, that's nice and easy to do. Although that would annoy me if that didn't line up properly. Oh, hi.
Oh,
sorry. Good morning. How are you? How'd you sleep? Did the aircon wake you up?
No.
Oh, good. I was like, very good. Oh my goodness.
Back.
Perfect. Like still a little tinge, but nothing like, I kept waking up like waiting to be in pain. And I'm like, I'm not in pain. Oh my goodness, this is working.
I actually loved being in the small room.
Yes. It felt very crazy, didn't it?
Yeah.
We swapped rooms to our spare room just to test the bed. I was talking to you all about the bed base, that it does really, really make a difference. Now, I wonder if we can line this up before... Ooh, I know what we're going to use. We're going to use our SPT, everyone.
Stand position tall.
Ah, you knew what I was saying, Bruno. SPT.
SPT, baby. Get it.
There we go. SPT is here. Dun, 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 dun. This could be yours free. Valued at $86, and I think the value is well worth it.
Did I miss the unboxing?
No. Saved it for you. But I am using a couple of the items from the unboxing. And as I said, the reason is because there's a joining special right now. Even though people can't order it, you can join and you can get it. So there's a way of getting it. If there's no way of getting it, well, there's always a way of getting it. You can always join.
Why would you wait?
Why would you wait? I love it. Just forget waiting. I want it now.
I'm just going to make a coffee.
I'll let you make
Would
a
you
coffee.
like a coffee?
I think I'm actually okay. Maybe I will have a coffee actually. Great idea. Bit of coffee time. Oh, haven't used this in a while.
Did someone say Pepperino?
Wait, what? Unboxing?
Did someone say
Yes.
Pepperino?
Who's
Pepperino!
who
Pepperino!
was excited about unboxing?
Megan Laconu.
Megan Lacuna, I saw you using my name in vain. Which one don't you have, Megan? Which one? Which tutorial bundle?
She said she feels like she needs to get this, the Nature's
What?
Walk.
I sent that already.
Good, you've got it, Megan. It's in
Yeah.
your inbox. Check your inbox. It pays to be a crazy crafter. Now, what I think we'll do here, because this is very different, this one, to the other one. So what I want to do is do this and then this, right?
Can I just say,
Mm.
I got anxiety just then.
What from?
I thought there was a lost stamp. But
You're
I'll make
pausing after you said you got anxiety.
I thought there was a lost stamp. That's all. But it's okay because I'm just talking out loud.
Ah.
My anxieties.
You're allowed to have anxieties, but you can't pause. You go, I've got some bad news.
No, I stood on something. What's your bad news? You're doing an object lesson. Okay. Can I just have some attention from people too?
Yes, you may.
Can you see this? Wait, where? Yeah.
Let me go front facing.
No, don't.
Why, have you got
This is
no
fine.
pants on?
No, I
Oh,
do.
you do have pants on.
But this is a wireless microphone for our karaoke system.
Wow, wireless microphone. I told them that you were doing karaoke last night. That's why you got the dude Posky voice this morning. Hello.
Surprisingly, my voice is good.
Me. I'll be the judge of that. Now, I want to do this in a way that utilises our stamp position tool, because this is amazing, this tool, in the sense that you can move your paper and it just changes the whole game. It really does. So let me show you here what I mean. Let's do that. We're going to do white emboss.
Hi.
Hi, good day.
Just waiting for the coffee.
Oh, that's nice.
And watching my lovely wife in action. Those colours look really good. Oh, they match your dress.
It took him a while, didn't it? Yes, I was theme dressing today.
If anyone lived in Australia, we uploaded some new retired products.
Ooh, when did you do that?
Sale.
Did you do that yesterday?
Last week or the week before.
Oh, nice. Thank you for letting me know. I'll add the link if you want our retired store. It's the same store as the tutorial, so if you've gone over to buy the tutorial, that is the store.
And honestly, people, these are priced to sell.
Whoa! It's a bargain galore at your Kylie Bertucci store. Now, I'm thinking...
Sorry. What can I eat?
Oh,
Here's your coffee.
It's just Kylie speaking.
Here, look
Maybe
at
over
the
this
camera,
side.
everyone. Look at it.
Look at that. It's black coffee. That's not even white. That's not even milk.
I'll
Thank
just put
you.
it here.
That's perfect.
Can I get you anything else?
No, I think that's good. I've got my water. Actually, do you want to fill my water
Of course.
Thank
I'll even
you.
put ice in it. Because I'm tired of that.
That's a bit exciting. Ice, baby. So I'm going to go up against the edge here. And this is what I love about this tool, is that we can go and utilise every bit of space on here. And I think it will be better to stamp first, do all the thank yous, and then come in with so much afterwards. And the reason for that is I can actually really get right in close, because sometimes if you add your stamp with another stamp, I just don't feel like it's close enough. It's a me thing maybe, but I really do feel like it makes a difference. Now you've got your little taggy bits here. If your little tag isn't lifting up in the air, then you've put it the other way around. You put it the wrong way around. So
that was not what it sounded like.
plop.
Sorry.
Floppy floppy. Now, I wanted to see, I don't think it will work, but I was like being a bit lazy and I wanted to see if I could go like this. But it lifts the whole thing up. But yeah, it's still good. I'll just do that. La la la. But you can just do it over here. The more I play with this tool, the more I'm learning. And I just absolutely love it. Push, and it's not a big push.
It's not a big push at all.
This is so good. Like, we would have to use elbow grease. Thank you for that, water, honey. Really appreciate you. I think that's everything. You are dismissed. There we go. Do that again. And you can literally just be like, la la la. It's so amazing. Like, I even love it as a stamp, like, instead of the block, because it's like I've got a big handle. I'm like, and I know that it's not going to go onto the project because, yeah, the ink doesn't, even if it gets on the base, it goes nowhere near the base. You are all going to love it. And so if you want to really, you know, get some more ink in there, you can. You can lift this whole thing up. If I look at it and go, oh yeah, I think I can give it a bit more Versamark there. I feel like there's not enough. So you come back in and you stamp again. Oh, look at that. So it's a lot darker. I've gone over it again, but yeah. And we don't have to move the grid. You can move the paper because you're free to move the paper. I love that bit. Do you know how much I love it? Like, the Stamparatus had its use, and other hinge prototypes had its use, but I am totally 100% all here for the fact that you can move it along. Oh yes, thank you. I am doing the die. Maybe we can do it like this for those ones. Oh no, I'll chop too much. But thank you. I'll chop that one off. Thank you, Luann. You're a legend. I always forget because I'm normally cutting them out. We'll do those one by hand. So what we can do is we can go like this and then have an idea of where it's going to be placed. And then we can make up, you know, the space really well. Then I think it might grab, maybe even if we, yeah. But it'll just give me a gauge anyway to make sure that I've got enough room when I'm stamping. Thank you. You're a legend. I love all of you on here. You help me get my projects done. And line it up and then push. And it's good to push all four down just to get an even image, because these four have like little feet that push in, and it's just really good to use that whole thing. That looks amazing. So again, we can leave it as is and move along. And again, we can check where our spacing is here. So you can even see, because there is grids, like you've got your lining up here. So we can just move it along, la la la, and we know, okay, that looks good there. How good is that? Unbelievable. Put our magnet on, keep it in place, you know you're safe. I think that probably the key aspect is remembering which hooks you had it on, which that one looks good. Yep, and that's given us enough room both sides. And remember, we did the embossing buddy as well too. So you just want to take off that static. And I think we'll have room to do one more. So pop that in place, move that along. And like, we don't have to move this along. We could move this along. Like, it's really up to you how you want to use this tool. Which I love. I love the versatility of being able to either move the bar or move the paper. Like, it's helped me so much because I love that freedom to do, like, I'm not locked in per se. Don't lock me in. Nobody puts baby in the corner. So we do that one, push. And just make sure you're seeing, see how the image, you can see whether it's pushed down or not. Just make sure that you're seeing everything pushed down. So we'll give that all a embossing. I think I love embossing powder. Oh, it's just the bestest. I love that. I'll just take you out of there. I love that you get so much use out of one jar. I gravitate to the white, but I really do need to use more of the black as well. So these ones here are a little bit faint, so I probably left them a little bit long and they've dried out a little bit. Let's just tap that very slowly and not tap too much off. Not flick too much. Oh, that's good. Just needed to be covered a bit more. So you can tell by the amount of coverage to see how this is like a little bit dotty and a little bit, whereas this isn't. So this is telling you before you heat set it, it's going to have those, you know, that appearance of not being full. So just put it on. Sometimes it's just a case of maybe re-inking your Versamark. But yeah, you can see here I've just tapped it lightly because sometimes there's not enough Versamark there. And we'll get our heat gun. I'll be very, very careful here because we do have coffee in the craft room. Oh, we know what happens with Kylie and coffee in the craft room. We have to be mindful. Oh, Nikki, so lovely to see you. You're so cute. You're never late. It's just we're happy you're here. Now you can go from the front, but I have seen people emboss from the back as well. Did you know you can do that? It's kind of cool because then you can see everything happening and there's not a heat gun in the way. Never tire of watching this. Coffee staining technique. Actually would look pretty good on this paper with a bit of coffee. I love that I used that paper the next day. That was so funny. I'm like, I'm not going to waste that paper. Let's just have some fun with it. Let's laugh at what we did and move on. Now, what we can do with this, because we could go up right up against the edge, but what I'm fascinated with this is now I can actually put this in a completely different spot. I don't have to line it up necessarily with the paper because, again, I can move the paper to the stamp. So I can go like this, and we just want to line this up. Normally I would, pick it up, but we've got a stamp here that I want to keep in place. So I'll line that up, push that down, get that in place, and then we can use any one of these. So I'll go to the center piece, which is the one with the diamond piece there, and we can just come in here. We can make sure that we use our magnet to keep it in place, and we can really see in there, like you can see exactly where this is going to sort of sit. You could even put it on there and then grab it as you lift it up. The only thing to be aware of is if you've got a stamp here, it might be safer to bring this down a little bit further so that then you're not, you're stamping there, because you might have some residue, and I can't be bothered cleaning it in between because we're going to be using it again. So this one here, you can see there's going to be, it should be all right just to cut out by hand. They were the ones that we were going to cut out. So you just line it up. So see here, I can see the grid. I can see where it's lined up. I can even use the grid paper behind as well, just to make sure that it is actually straight as can be. So lifting that up a little bit. Yep, that's looking very nice. So just slightly down that way. And you can see, it all is lining up really nicely against that. And then we just pick it up. And if I keep it on this line here, so if you're worried about, what line I'm keeping this on, then I can just grab, I've got a pencil here, and I can just do like a little, reminder that that's the line. So it's at like 4.5, right? And then you just go along, you're happy to, and just go across the whole thing. You know that it's lined up, you know that it's all going to be happy. I love everything about this machine. I just feel like, even because I know a lot of people are like, would I get both? And I just feel like this is next level, not having the hinge. For me, it's, love it. Chop it. Love it. Do I see correctly that you don't have a sheet of the grid paper on your positioner? No, this is actually the paper here. So yeah, you probably have realised now that I've drawn on here Iniki. But yes, this just comes off and it's actually attached using these little indentations, which is fantastic. I always love to have grid paper. So see, I just moved that then, but I know where it is. I know where it's going to go. Actually, I should have lined up the other way as well, so we can actually have, you know, a mark. Oh yeah, I marked it there. I did mark it. Yeah. Hi Tess, good to see you, my friend. Lovely to have you here. Okay, so we're going to stamp this and do it all the way across. So we've got our so much, and remember we went to the middle and we know where this is. We've got this lined up. Let's just put another little magnet here, just nice and close, just to keep it all in place. And look at that. Amazing, right? And you could even use like some form of washi, like whatever you want to do to keep this all in place and happy. So remember, we're going across and we're going to line up the paper, even though we're lining it up with the spot as well. But we just want it to line up. And remember, oh yeah, this would be the same as it went along, because I'm pretty sure I tucked it up the top there. So it will actually, actually it's a little bit out. I want it to be nice and snug. So I probably changed it a little bit. But anyway, if I had lined it up in the first place, then this would be very good for me. I could just go across. So note to self, line it up against the, you know, edge the whole way. And then you'll know exactly where you're going to be. There we go. Are we happy with that alignment? Yes. Move along. Line it up. And you know, a lot of this can be eyeball or you can measure. You do you. You figure out what you like to do. But I just feel like, yeah, there's a lot more flexibility with this positioner tool. Yeah, sorry about my head. Just want to line it up nice and close. Get a really nice image there. Ugh, gorgeousness. Love, love, love. Go across. Get it in place. Stampy, stampy. Oh, Misty. There's an epidemic here. What? And of course, protection against this strain was not included. Ooh, that's a bit nasty. Do you know what name it is? Is it the RSD? That's really nasty, that one. Yeah, people definitely, I feel like we're getting sicker when we get sick. So I've got friends that they've still got the cough hanging around, and it's like ages after they've been sick. And they're like, yeah, we just can't shake the cough, and yeah, it takes a lot longer to bounce back, I've realised. Could be an age thing too, but I do feel like, yeah, the strains are definitely a lot stronger. Okay, thank you so much. And I love that everything fits in here. Like I can put this on top, whereas before, you know, there's edges and like it's not like I could use it as a platform per se. Whereas this is just so handy that it can be like a little platform for me to still work on. So I feel like for my like space that I have, it's really useful. I mean, I could always close the hinge and do it on top, but yeah, I just found it a little bit, having the hinge was always somehow in the way. Whereas, yeah, the hinge for me is the thing that made my positioner tool a bit frustrating to deal with especially when I was doing videos. I know not all of you are going to be doing videos per se, but with demonstrators that are wanting to, you know, utilize your space. I know a lot of people don't have a huge amount of space these days, but customers as well. It's very, very good for that. Like the amount of area that it takes up is really good. It's a lot less. So just checking all of those, that they're nice and covered. That one's probably a little bit, you know, it's a bit much, but I don't know if we'll be able to salvage it. We will try, and this is one way that I like to do it. So see how the M is just a little bit covered here. So we can just use our tool just to, you know, pull that away a little bit from there. And yeah, it's so slight, but that should do the trick, as opposed to looking like it's no good. It's the difference for me using it and not using it. So some of these little bits and pieces here, they're not a drama. But yeah, we'll emboss those. Watch the coffee, Kylie. So I've spoken to a lot of our members about, I don't know how this will go with heat actually. I should look it up and say, is it a drama to put my heat gun on here? It probably is. I wouldn't recommend it. Will it melt it? Mm-hmm. These are the things we like to know. I usually lift it anyway. Beautiful, look at that. Ah, so these ones here, we are going to fussy cut, and I'll use my new one for my fussy cutting because I can, even though I've got ribbon on it, saying only used for ribbon. Now I really want to, I don't think I'll be able to use this one for our die. Oh no, it cut out that little section. Still might be able to use it actually. I might be able to do hand cut there, but cut out here. We'll find a way. So we'll have those three. Yeah, thank you for calling that, Luann. I would have stamped all of them out and gone, what have I done? What have you done here, Kylie Bertucci? I love fussy cutting. I know lots of people aren't into it, but I love it. Chop it. Who says that every time you go, I love it? I've said it to random people that have no idea what I'm talking about. They're not in the crafting world with me. And I'm like, I love it. Chop it. And they're like, I did. I just went to the hairdresser. Why are you telling me to chop it again? It's been a lot worse, fat from okay. Far from okay, I'd say that. So I'm like, what, Charlotte? Iniki, why are you calling yourself fat? Don't call yourself fat. Far from okay. Aw. Rest up, friend. I'm a firm believer that when we're unwell, and you know, this is, well, it has been proven. Science have said it years and years. We sort of know straight away, oh yeah, I got a cold sore. Oh yeah, you're stressed. You know, oh, I've got pimples. Oh, you're stressed. You know, we know that. But I think in certain things like, you know, bad back or flus and things like that, I think it's always good to identify what's going on with us emotionally. Like, are we going through a tough time? Do we need to process some emotions? Like, especially if it's not going. Yeah, I always like to, what is my body telling me? how is it speaking to me? Is it telling me I need to rest? Is it telling me I need to do a little bit of, diary work and journaling and sort of, get out what it is that's affecting us? Because I think, we've got a lot of stress these days, a lot of confusion about the future. And I do think the body feels it. Like I think about when we're, feeling stressed, like even the position of our body, I think changes. Like, so being mindful, how we're sitting, how we're standing, like all of our, like you look at top psychologists when they talk to elite athletes, and a lot of the battle that they deal with is the mind. Like the mind is so powerful. And I think it was even Roger Federer that said he missed something over 40%. I think it was like 46 or 47% of his shots when he has played tennis in his career, in his lifetime. So he's had, half of the, I'll just get some washi tape here, but half of his shots he's missed. And he was number one in the world. And you think, how does someone number one in the world, in a sense, have that many failures? You'd think, his shot rate would be a lot more, like you'd see higher percentage. But the psychologist was saying to him, or, he did the work, and he was even saying it in an interview, that it's not about focusing on the failures for him, but it's like it's the overall feeling. Like if you have the right mindset and if you don't let it get you down, if you don't spiral afterwards, when you miss something, you're like, oh well, I missed that, whatever, let's move on. I know I'm a good tennis player and I'll be able to make up points somewhere else. If you have the right mindset, that's what he said was the biggest thing. Yeah, it's so interesting, isn't it? It's like, how is your husband fine and you're so unwell? So I think it's good to do a bit of I like to do a little journaling. I really enjoy journaling. If you're into praying as well, you can pray. But just to sort of identify, like, what is it that's going on in my life right now that's maybe making me a bit confused, or maybe I'm not communicating something effectively with someone, or someone's hurt you. I think these days, to be honest, the biggest thing is resentment. It's a big thing. So I think, are you feeling hurt by someone, and do you need to actually talk to them about it? I think all of those things make a big, big difference to our health. The body knows. It's like, how can you help me? We jump to physical. We're like, have you taken vitamins? Have you done this? Have you done that? They all help. I'm not saying they don't, but sometimes we forget about the emotional stuff. I think I'm learning a lot as I get older and coming into a period of my life as a woman of a certain age. I think I'm realising I have to be really mindful of my emotional status. It's hard. Like I'm a lot more needy, and I wouldn't say needy. Needy is negative. I want connection more so, and I think I'm more aware of my needs, not needy. More aware of my needs. I think we'll cut that. We tried. I've got a good friend of mine who she just has done so much work. Acupuncture, physio on her neck, massages, and it's been going on for so long now that you're like, what's going on here? Like, the body's not letting go of it. So, and usually if you're like, oh no, usually I just, give it a little massage or put a bit of, deep heat or take a Nurofen and it just goes away. And then it's like, well, sometimes why is this not leaving my body? Why is this not just going away? And it could be that, you know, you've got a deeper injury, but still, it's just I just find the whole thing very interesting. How is emotions connecting us? Yeah, I think resentment is so toxic for the body. So toxic. What was the illustration? I loved it. I still remember it. It said, like resentment or revenge or anything like that is like poisoning your own drink and waiting for the other person to die. And it's always stuck with me. I'm like, it's such a good illustration because it's true, right? It's like they're on their happy little merry way and you're all like huffy and maybe not talking to them and, you know, silent treatment or whatever it is. So the only person you're hurting is yourself. Like, you know, there might be some people that have hurt us, but I've just got a whole thing now that I don't cut people off now. I just love them differently. Let me repeat that. I don't cut people off anymore. I just love them differently. I just have different boundaries with them and I can still love them. And when I love them in the right place and I love them in a place that I feel comfortable, then I don't have resentment. And guess what? I actually like them because they're not around as often. I don't have to invite certain people for dinner. I get to choose who I hang around with. I get to choose who my people are. What was one of the other quotes I saw? It was like, I'm the CEO of my life. So I get to choose. And that's why I come here every Friday, because I choose all of you. This is where I want to spend my time on Friday with you. We get to decide. Ooh, I haven't used this in a while. I wonder what oh wow. Sorry, I've just gone on a little tangent. Creative tangent. Because I do have some gold emboss here. I wonder what that would look like. Talking about using other colours. Let's try this one in the background. But we'll do some plain stamping too, just so that we actually get a card done. We're chatting for 2 hours. But yeah, we've got a lot of, you know, prototypes happening here. So it will happen. It will come together eventually. So this one here, if we do firstly just the plain, and I want to use, actually I will use the board because I've got the scratch paper here all ready to go. I'm probably going to end up using this as sort of like my stamping board. Ooh, gold flakes. All right, yeah, we'll do some of them too because they are fun. I do enjoy them. I don't know how they'll come up with these fine leaves, but we'll try. I think they will attach okay. And I don't think, yeah, we don't need to prep it or anything. So we'll just do a few of these. And we've just got to keep in mind that we've stamped on here. So we don't want to, you know, put the gold flakes on top of this because otherwise it will attach to the base. I'll leave the little one. I'll just do this one. Hi!
Ooh. I'm just getting some cardstock to make some cards for on stage.
Is it for the Crazy Crafters? Or just anyone?
The Crazy Crafters.
Oh, Crazy Crafters. That's her team, by the way, if you don't know the Crazy Crafters are.
Boy, we use Mossy Meadow more than I expected.
I know.
Oh, that's nice.
Make one card in 7 hours. Yes, I love that, Maureen. I've just been looking at cortisol and how that affects us. Because there's definitely a lot of stress these days. A lot more than I think we've ever had. Even young ones. Like we've been talking to a lot of young ones and it's like, yeah, so full on for them. What colours have you got so far?
Mossy Meadow.
Don't use petal pink because Nancy will be really sad. Did you hear what she said about petal pink?
I don't care if I ever see color.
I'm so over. Could you please let Stampin' Up know Kylie to stop using petal pink? I'm like, I really wish I had that much influence, but I don't. I really don't have a say.
So
Like I'm
is it
sick of
thick?
seeing it.
Oh, this is thick. Where does the thin basic white live?
I think it was in the same spot, wasn't it? Because you had it. Oh, look at that. Did we frame it
This
nicely?
feels like thin. I put thin down
Yes,
here,
we
okay?
did. Where? Ah, nice.
And thick is that.
Okay.
Just because we use that more.
Who are you calling thick?
In fact, I'll put these ones here.
Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't.
That's thick as well.
It's been ages since I've used. Have you used the gold leafing at all? I don't know if this will work. You don't like it? Why wouldn't you like this amazing explosion of... So let's see what we can do here. Oh, this is fun. I don't think it'll work. How did it work? Oh, we had to use glue, didn't we? Yeah, sorry. I actually took you on a wild goose chase, but we will be able to get little attachments here. So what I did, the fan is not helping here. Look at it all. Whee! But it's a lot of fun to be messy.
Yeah. I'll just walk away.
Aww! Leave my messiness alone. We have to own it. Oh gosh, messy, yes. So what I would actually do, I forgot about this, but this is actually really fun to do this. And don't worry, we'll just do a little, it's like embossing powder. We should have a little tray and then just put it in its little tray. I'll just put it over there while the wind is blowing. But yeah, you do little, like the brush will be really good to use. Just to sort of collect it all so you're not wasting it. But you can see, like we've had this for so long. So what I'll show you here, I remember what we did now for the gold leafing, which I love how it's looking now, gorgeous. But what we will do, just pop this over here for a bit. You sit over there in your little corner. I grabbed, you can grab a like dauber type thing. I think that's what I did. Or you can just do like little bits of like dotty bits of glue. And you can even do bigger ones like that, sort of longer. I know it seems really random, but just watch what happens when we put the gold foil over the top. So it does get a little bit messy, FYI. So you're just going to, get your little gold pieces and just sort of tap them on those sections. Right. And then afterwards we'll sort of brush it all off. So because you've got glue on here, it just picks it up. You can see why a lot of people don't use this on camera. They're like, I ain't playing with that. You don't play with animals or children. Yes, the special heat. That's right. Yes, there was a tub of stuff to use with it, like Versamark. Thank you for that reminder. Does Stampin' Up still sell it? Look at this, right? I'm just sort of, zhuzhing. It's where that glue was. Now everything else will remove. Look at that. Ah, that's very cool. I don't really like that bit there. That feels a little bit gooby. But you can use, well, that's probably going to be covered a bit actually. That one there. Yeah, so just using little dots there, that will help. So yeah, the one that I think the heat set, let's see if I can see it here. That's clear gloss. Clear. I don't think we have it. But yeah, I'll have to look for whether we still even have that. Do we even have the gold foil still? I like that, Randy. It would be stanza. Oh, it was fun. I really liked that. Let's go to the store. Yes, that's good. Gold foil. Oops, I put gold foil. Gold foil. I want to see if it brings up what to use with it. Oh, no, there's none. We don't have it anymore. Oh, yes, we do. Oh, no, gold shaker products. Yeah, we don't have it anymore, but I must have kept it because I love it. But you can do the exact same thing with embossing powder. That's why I've got so much left. I'm like, why did I never use this? And that is why, my friends. But I'm glad I got to show you, Randy, because we've all got a little bit of gold foil left in our life, haven't we? Thank you, gold foil. You've been very kind to us. I remember doing a technique with it years ago, and it was probably one of my most popular videos. Don't have to use this with fan on, everyone. It's like blowing everywhere. But it is coming up to, what was it today? 40 degrees, 90 Fahrenheit. So we need to keep the fan on. Yeah, there we go. We'll do a little tidy of that area afterwards. And Bruno will be like, I'm finding gold foil still. Sorry. This is called a craft room for a reason. Because we get messy. But there's some really nice... Ooh, maybe it's called gilded leafing. Let's have a look. Gilded leafing. I was like, I should actually look for the name. Come on. No gilded leafing products. Oh, guided leafing. No, gave it every opportunity. Oh, spelled it wrong. No, still didn't come up. Gilded leafing. It's very cool. But yes, look at that. Stanza. So pretty. So to do it with the embossing, like the gold emboss, you can just do like little stamping bits with, there's some really nice dies that are like little dots that you can put in and then use your embossing on that. So that's one style. Now let's do a few of these. I want to see what it looks like with the gold emboss, to be honest. So if we do the same thing that we've done, the background, and if we just estimate where everything's going to be, I feel like it's nice with these type of ones to go outward, to be honest, like where you show the leaf this way, like I did it this way to start with. But I think it's nice to go out that way. How perfect did this stamp go with this? Oh my goodness. It's like I was made for it. So you want to sort of show... And it feels weird when you're stamping. It doesn't look very good. But once you put the piece on top, you're seeing, yeah, a really nice image there. I'll keep that ready for the next piece. I think, yeah, that should actually be quite nice like that. And our other leaf. So we sort of go along the edge here, just thinking what coverage we've got. So maybe like even, yeah, on the side like this a bit. I think that will frame it really nicely because you can see, you know, the tip. Yeah, I like that. Just sort of going along the edge like as if you're on the side. There we go. Just go back to comments so in case I missed something. There's a really long delay today. Oh, well, as long as it's not dropping out, that's the key. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, thank you, Luann. Look at you. You are amazing. Although it could be that sometimes with YouTube, I notice that if you come in a little bit later, it goes to where you're up to instead of like the live thing. So maybe have you turned it off and on? You might need to do that, Bruno, just to see if it will catch up. 2 years finding them. It's a bit like dimensional backings, isn't it? We all find dimensional backings everywhere. It's like, oh, what a surprise. We've even gone overseas and I'm like, is that a dimensional backing on the floor? Oh no, it was in Sydney, that's right. I was like, how is there a dimensional backing on the floor in this room? Oh, gorgeous. Now we want to do, I'm actually going to leave that as, oh no, we'll do gold, that's right. I'm going to leave, I'm just going to do a background piece and keep it as is. But we shall, I think if I use this, actually I will be fine. It might, oh no, I'll use a new one. Where's my grid? I'm so excited to have grid paper back again. Yay! It was one of the saddest things that left was the grid paper. I'm like, no, I need grid paper in my life. Now it's not there. Oh, there it is. Just get another one, a sparesy, because I've stamped Versamark on both sides and I don't want it to attach to that, and I don't have a little container for my gold, so I'm just going to do it over the top of this. And I love that this is nice and full. Okay, let's have a little look and see what that's like. Just pop this back in. Oops. Good thing we got another piece of paper underneath. We'll see if that gets stuck. If it gets stuck a little bit, it's not too bad. Oh yeah. You did okay. You possibly could actually just put embossing buddy along here, and then it would get rid of any stickiness actually. So then you're not having to, yeah, do another one. I have to keep clicking the live button under the video. I even closed YouTube and reopened it. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Yeah. So you can use your tweezers for this one. I think it's a good way of using our reversible tweezers so you don't end up touching somewhere that you don't want to. Be very careful, Kylie. There's coffee. I think this gold's going to look amazing next to the pretty peacock. Whoa! Gasp! Wow. That is spectacular, people. So So this is a little memo for you. If you haven't pulled out your gold in a while, you're gonna wanna. Can you get any more Aussie than that? You're gonna wanna. Sounds like a country town in Perth. Oh yeah, gonna wanna. Whoa. Okay, I need some reactions on this one. I want to see some thumbs up and some emojis because that is outstanding. Whoa. I'm a bit sad about that little bit there, but we'll ignore it. It all is fine. There's nothing to look at here. So there you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh, isn't it gorgeous with the pretty peacock? My goodness, it's like a match made. Now, I think I've got, I'll just have a look at what other ones. I want to do a little bit more of the pretty peacock. Oh, yes. I think this one here is a good one. Do you think that's a good match with the gold in the background? What other ones have we got here? Oh, there's even one with a little bit of the darling duckling in it. It just opened on my computer into my head. Gorgeous. Yeah. Gold is beautiful, isn't it, on the dark cardstock. Now, I think this one here, because I think it's like there's so much happening in the background that it's almost like we want this to be really like subtle. And this could even be a really nice way to use our vellum. Sorry, I'm in a weird spot here. It could be a really great way to use the vellum too, just to tone that down because this is so busy in the background. But we'll lift that up and then we'll put our, thank you so much. Now we could do one of these ones, which I'd really like that. And actually it would be really nice to do this in the gold emboss too. I think that would bring it all in together. But yeah, this is still lovely. Gorgeous, but I'll just do a thank you. And then we'll do it in the gold just so you can see that as well. And then we'll start doing some compiling. So I just wanted to give you a few different, variations and what you can do with this card. You can keep it very, very simple with Love It, Chop It, and you don't have to go complex. You don't have to do any background at all. You could do embossing. You could do, whatever it is that you prefer. I've got the, Pretty Peacock here. So you don't have to use the Versamark in the background. You can just literally grab some of this. And what we could actually do is, very, very simply, just do this alone. Just a few of them. So it just depends, like if you're in a, bit of a rush or, it just depends your timing. If you wanted to do a bit more of a detailed crafting session, you can. It's really, you get to choose how you go about it. And, that's really lovely background there. Super simple. Like you can see here, if you had it all cut, raise this, pop your sentiment on, boom, really beautiful card that's done in a simple way. Or step it up, add some ribbon, add some other things, add some embellishments. So that's the cool thing about Love It, Chop It is once you've got everything cut, then you can sort of start choosing your own adventure from there. So that will really help. Yes. Oh, Bruno, you're so cute. Yeah. So there we go. And I'll raise that one up on dimensionals. And I think the sentiment as well we can raise up on dimensionals. And I really love it in the middle like that. I think it looks really good. So got a few here we can do, and then a few on here. Must have had good. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where did the pretty peacock come from? The stamp pad. There we go. Just make sure that we don't put it on our project. Actually, I'll do the stabby technique. Oops, come on. And then that goes straight into my little bin. I also got this little gift from Megan LaCorney, which is very handy. You can stick that next to you and then put all of them in there, which is very cool. So this one here, what we'll do actually is landscape, because I feel like this, yeah, this is actually asking us to go this way. And because we've just done the outline like that, there's no wrong or right way. So yeah, just mix it up. Like, you don't have to stick to the same thing, even if you're doing a whole set of cards. Oh, put them in there. Did I put that on crooked? I think I did. I love this mini grid paper to sort of eyeball it. Oh no, that's not too bad. Just ever so slightly, but none of you will know or say anything. Oh, I love that. That looks so much better that way around. And then this one here, if I was to pick embellishments that really go well with this, let me see here. Because we've got some gorgeous ones to use. That green garbage, yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? That could possibly work quite well. The rainbow backed. What colour would I use though, and where would I put it? I feel like it needs to be something. They're quite nice too, in colour Black Pearls. They're lovely. We've got our ones there. It'd be nice if there was like a pretty peacock one, wouldn't it? I mean, this one here is quite nice, but I think that's Secret Sea up the top, or basic black. These ones are quite nice, the trio. Nothing's grabbing me today. I wonder if these ones, let's give them a go. I don't think I've used them enough. They were part of the Totally Cute. And I used to shy away from these type of hexagon style ones, but I think they're actually really good, because I used it for, what was the pentagons? What were they? Oh, druzy. The druzy dots are nice too, aren't they? Let's do this. I do love that embellishment. I do too. You had me at embellishment. And just, 3. I don't need a lot. Just a few. I'll put it over here, I think, yeah. And then a little one in the corner. Doesn't need much, but it's just bringing it all together around that sentiment. And it's just, we've got them there. It's a bit of fun, just a little addition. And then if you wanted to, you could, instead of putting them here on the front, you could add them to the side. Remember, you can add a ribbon. If you want to add a ribbon, make it, sort of, this is more clean, simple style. But if you wanted to have a bow, you could do that. It's just a really, really great card, this one. And the fact that we've done all the Love It, Chop It side of it, is really fun. The other thing that I would also recommend with this style of card is you can also use another piece of paper behind. So remember that, that's another way of utilising. And as I said, even doing the embossing behind. I really loved that Linda Dolke used a piece of that swirly embossing folder. I thought that that was genius to use that one with this paper. So there you go. So we'll just do a really quick, exactly the same thing that we've done with the rest of the sentiments here. And I'll do the same, just the stamping of this. I really like that look. And it's nice and quick and easy too to just stamp along the edge here. But yeah, definitely think about ideas of what you would like to do. And I think the key is, like I said with Love It, Chop It, it's just cutting your paper. I think once you cut your paper, for me, I was more likely to use it once I cut it. And so if you're one of those people that find it sort of a bit overwhelming with your paper, or you've got a lot of it, then Love It, Chop It could definitely be something that's good for you. It has definitely changed my fear of chopping paper. I really genuinely did have a fear. I just felt like I was going to cut it wrong or waste it. I was really scared that I would not make the most of it. But I think once I committed to, I'm going to use this for cards, like you can have a pack of paper that's just for card making and a pack of paper that's for scrapbooking and 3D projects. But I have found, even when I chop it down to say 4x6 or the Poppy Parade card template size, I've actually found that I've been able to do 3D projects once it's cut down. You can just, like, instead of having one long piece, you just cut it up into sections. And I've never really struggled with my 3D projects when I've cut them down. So you can see how quick and easy this comes together. Like once you've got all your pieces and everything's in place. Voila. And you feel so productive when you do this amount of cards all in one go. This is what, if you said to yourself, you know what, I'm just going to sit down and I'm actually going to do an entire pack of paper. So if you did them just at the Poppy Parade layer size, you would get 72 cards. But you've seen from this, we got 10 from one sheet. How many sheets are there? 12. How many cards is that? 120 cards. So don't, like, if you're one of those people that are like, I never have cards available, just do a whole, like, sit down, do a, like, marathon stamp and make yourself 120 cards. And you don't have to put a sentiment on them. You can leave them blank. And then when someone says, oh, do you have a card? I do actually. What would you like to say on the sentiment? Because someone here is always asking us, oh, do you have some spare cards? It's like, well, actually not really, because we give them away for a random act of kindness or something like that. Ooh, that reminds me, Bruno, we've got to do the random act of kindness, pick our people. We're a bit late for February, but still, we can still send some. And this is a perfect random act of kindness card. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy over the top. The key is sending our cards. Go and brighten someone's day. In fact, some young ones that we know in the area, friends of ours, he's 21 and he asked for some cards because he wanted to write to some older ones. And he's helping I think he must be about 9 or 10. He's helping a 10-year-old to, learn how to write cards and think about what you want to say to thank them. And it was so cute. I thought that is the cutest thing. They were making them or writing in them yesterday and thinking about ones that they wanted to send a card to. And it's like, it's so impactful for this next generation. Like, get the young ones involved. If you've got grandkids or you know, if your grandkids have got friends, like do a little afternoon where you're like, let's, you know, make some cards for the family and write in it and send them out and post them. And like, we don't want that to sort of, you know, it did die. It has died for a while. People don't send mail like that much anymore, and it's so impactful to people, more so now than ever before. Beautiful. So let us see here. This one definitely feels like a portrait. I'm going to do something a bit crazy, everyone. Woo! Look what I've got. Let's give it a go. This is Seal Plus, but I've put it in the, well, I don't know if the Seal Plus is a different container. Anyway, let's give this a shot, hey? Oh, could help if I did a roll first. There it is. Roll until you get the sticky, and then tick, tick. So I do like a little lift. So the only thing I think I really struggled with was this bit here. I'm not like overly confident that I can get this lined up, and that's probably what prevents me using for the Seal Plus as often as I could. But yeah, I think practice makes perfect, right? I think I'll do it this way so it's longer. Oh, it really is getting so expensive. But I think, like when I think about gift giving, yeah, see, it's a little, like I wouldn't like that. I'd like to skew that over a little bit. Anyway, we'll forgive it. I just have to be aware that if I use Seal Plus, it's not going to be like exactly where I might like it. But yeah, when I think about, you know, say it costs, I think it's $1. What would it be here in Australia at the moment? $1.50? That's really bad, that one. I don't know what's happening with my cutting. But I've done something wrong with those. There's something skewy happening. Oh no, it's just me not being able to line up with Seal Plus. That is honestly why I use Tombow glue. Hi, Sharon. Back to Tombow, everyone. I think when it's really small, I'll keep that off actually. When it's really small, like borders, like this one, I have to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. And I do love, like Bruno's so good. Yeah, it's all right. The imposter, I got rid of them. I'm like, get out of here. Who did you think you were being able to use Seal Plus? Forget it. $1.70, that's right. Yes, thank you, Megan. It's crazy. Crazy. But $1.70. Think about like what we spend, you know, at the shop, or, you know, we're thinking, oh, we'll get some, you know, lollies or something like that. And we don't blink. I don't know why I don't have more backings. Oh, that's right. No, I didn't count how many, but I'll do these two. But yeah, we have no, like I walk up and I order a coffee, and yesterday it was $5 each coffee. And, you know, why did I pay that? And so if I think about it, it's like, well, I could spend that $5 on a coffee, or wait till I get home and then have the ability of sending maybe 2 cards, you know, with that postage. But those 2 cards have such a ripple effect. Like, we cannot underestimate the power of sending a card and telling someone that you're thinking of them. It's huge. So don't hold back. Just make a little shift in your thinking. Maybe it's like, you know what, I'm just going to, yeah, have the coffee at home. Or do I need that item? No, I'm going to send 2 more cards. Like, just do a swap out. And I just feel like when we make a little sacrifice like that our life is fuller. We feel good about ourselves. I think one of the biggest epidemics that we're going through in this, particularly in the Western world, is selfishness. And it's not to say we can't have nice things. 100% we can have nice things. Just going to grab another flirty. You know, all of these things definitely mean a lot. And we can have good things, nice things, but we can also think about others too. Like we were talking before about how our health is impacted by our emotions. So it's like, imagine being able to emotionally change someone for the better. There's a lot of emotionally changing people for the worse. So how nice to be part of a change where we're making people feel better. We would not recognise the impact in their family life, in their dealings with other people. Like, massive. Totally worth the money. And that's what we see when we go on stage. You just see the joy that people have. They're just like, oh my goodness, I just love it, because we're all giving each other cards that we've made, and it's just so, yeah, it fills up your tank. Some people even have gifts. It's just beautiful. We need lots more of that in our lives. I think it calculates to less than $1.70 Australian, but we get fooled by forever stamps and forget how much we paid for them. I don't know if it's like, I probably shouldn't mention it, but anyway, I'll mention it. But I think there is an opportunity for like pensioners here to get cheaper stamps. So, you know, you might actually know a few pensioners that never ever send cards. You know, ask them, have you actually gone and got your pensioner stamp price lately? Can we please borrow your pensioner's price? And I think, is there like a card only price in Australia anymore? Or is that, I think that might be only around like December time where they do it a little bit cheaper, don't they? Do they still have that option? I'm going to Googly it and then we'll stick them down. What is it? Card only postage special. Is there one? Yes. During November and December, 65 cents. If these conditions are not met, so it has to clearly be marked card only on the front and applies to standard size greeting cards, and you can only do up to 250 grams. So November and December. And then seniors postage stamps. I don't know how many you get. Eligible Australian seniors with a pensioner concession card, healthcare card or Commonwealth Seniors Healthcare card can access significantly reduced postage rate through an Australia Post My Post concession account. Members can purchase up to 50 concession stamps annually in booklets of 5 for $3 at 60 cents each instead of the standard $1.70 rate. So access 50 concession stamps per year. Initial offer, a free booklet of 5 concession stamps is provided upon registration, and you have to apply in person at a post office with a valid concession card and photo ID. Interesting. So, you know, probably not a good idea to do it, but just maybe some of you are pensioners. My conscience would probably feel very bad if I took a pensioner's stamp, especially because we're running a business. But some of you might feel okay about that. You do you. And like, how, that's a huge difference, 65 cents a stamp. Hello, sure. Go, Mum, do you use the concession stamps? Because how sad that, you know, some don't even know about it. They don't realise that there is opportunity. Just want to get another one of these. Here we go. Here we go. Now, I didn't do enough sentiments, of course, but I will do the rest of it, and then that way I can do what I said before. Have some on hand for whatever we need. So everything will be ready other than the sentiment. Ah, there you go, Wergie. Yes, please look into it. Because, I mean, 50 cards a year, that, like, yeah, it's a very good saving, I feel. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are not utilising it. And that's like money sitting on the table.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm going to get this. You know how I
Yes.
made those cards with that suite?
Yes.
With all the little pieces?
Yes.
I'm going to make, because I was 10 short,
Yes.
I'm going to make 20 more
Yes.
using Nature Walk.
Whoa.
Whoops, I just gave it away.
That's going to be beautiful.
Now, I remember there
Beautiful.
lots of little pieces of... Oh, these are probably a bit small.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Thank you very much. As you were, everyone.
Thank you. Oh, that's so good, Brenda. Yes, please use up. Like, if you have the stamps there and you're like, I am going to send cards, I'm going to just do some love it, chop it. And it doesn't have to be, like, please don't think, oh, I can't send a card because it's not good enough for it. You know, a lot of people will be like, oh, I wanted to give you this card, but, like, I'm really, like, intimidated. And no, like, keep it simple. Simple is, it's not about, like, obviously we love and appreciate the work and effort that goes into a card. But the biggest meaning behind it is the fact that you've thought of that person. You've taken time to actually make them a card. Like, that's huge. It's way more than just, here's a pretty card that I've made for you. And if someone was to judge your card making, like, you know, some people are just silly and they're like, oh, ew. I've met some demonstrators that have said some awful things. But it says more about them than you. And you learn a lot about it. Like, I remember... and yeah, we won't dwell on the negative because there's just no point. But yeah, I remember a demonstrator walking up to me. She's like, oh, you have nothing original. Like, we know that you just copy everyone and you don't come up with your own ideas. And I was just like, why would you say, and just walked off. And I was like, we now have zero connection together. Like, you, and I'm like, it's actually your loss, not mine, because for whatever reason, you somehow feel better about yourself. Knocking someone down, like, great. I hope you feel really powerful in that moment, because now you've lost a potential friend, someone that could actually, you know, look at you every convention and be like, hey, so good to see you, and like give you big hugs and maybe give you cards. You know, we could swap together. Like, there's certain demonstrators that are not on my team that I'm so thrilled to see every time we go. They're dear friends, but the ones that have been like that have attitude or a negative, I'm just like, you have literally burnt your bridges for yourself. It's not that I won't be kind. Of course I'll be kind and loving to them, but I'm not going to be close. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing that person. I'll be like, oh, what's coming out of their mouth? What are they going to say now? So, yeah, it's just, don't compare yourself. Don't, yeah, if someone puts you down, or, you know, even a family member, sometimes they just don't have any understanding of what goes into our card making. So don't let it discourage you. Like, keep going. We had a team member that, you know, she basically put on a card class and advertised online, and then they came and look, you know, I heard the story and I feel it was 100% racism, and they basically left because they did not like her ethnicity. I can't even say that word, ethnicity. ethnicity. Yes, I think that's how you say it. But yeah, they said, oh no, we don't want to do that with you people, or something like that. It was so awful. And it took a long time for me to help build her confidence up again. And it was devastating. So don't ever let anyone make you feel less than. You just go, noted. And they've done you a favour. They showed their true colours. And now you can put your energy into someone that, appreciates you and loves you for who you are and appreciates what you do for others. Appreciation is a very, very good tool to help understand someone, who they are as a character. Yes. I know, so rude, right? Yeah. But it's just like, I don't look at it and get, like, I used to get quite sad and quite like internally take that on board. But I am really working on tools now to be like, that's really interesting, like what it tells me about that person. And I am even getting a little bit more confidence to sort of say to people, like, what did you mean by that? Or was that an inside thought that accidentally came out? Or what was your intention in saying that? I really think it's just good to sort of just see how they respond. They give them a chance to either retract, apologise, or if they double down, then you can say, okay, well, still give them a chance later on. They might come up and say, you know what, that was really inappropriate. I have no idea why I said that. We can still give people chances. No, actually, like it the other way. But I think it helps you to understand, not that it's a cut-off. Like I said, I never cut people off, but it helps you to understand that maybe they're hurting. They're a person that's hurting. And it could be that you show more love. You could sort of try a few things and say, all right, I'm just going to give them a bit, maybe this is a person that is a really prickly personality that just needs more kindness. And I have done that, and it's resulted in really great results where you're like, oh, wow, like underneath all of that exterior, there is a really beautiful, like fearful person underneath. But, some you can try, and then you're like, okay, this isn't changing. I'll still love you, but from afar. It's like just giving people chances and opportunities. Oh, I didn't mean to press that, but sure. Give yourself a clap, Kylie. I'll give myself a clap because I finished all of this section. Well done, Kylie. Awesome job. Yay, well done. Now we've got these ones. So you could do, I think in the middle is definitely nice, because if it's sort of anywhere off the edge is quite nice too, isn't it? Where it's sort of sitting like a tag on the edge. Yeah, you can choose your little position there. But I do think it would be nice to put them in the middle there. Even if a card maker only copies, they are still a handmade card. Yes! That's right. Their loss. Yes. Megan Laconi knows exactly who I'm talking about in regards to the demonstrator that suffered with that judgment with her race. It was awful, but, it was their loss. And that's what I always say to people that do things like that. Like maybe in that moment they feel bigger and powerful, but, at what cost? Like, what have you lost now? You've lost closeness with someone. You've lost a potential friend. And it's like, was that worth it? I don't think it was. And maybe years ago, I think when people were like that with me, I I think it created a little bit of like fawning in me too. That one's off. So I have to be very careful of that. That, you know, sometimes when people are mean, I'm like, oh, I've got to prove that, you know, I am a nice person or I am a kind person. I'm sort of having to iron that out of me. It's like, no, you don't need to prove anything to anyone, especially someone that has judged so harshly or said such an unkind thing. Oh, look at that. So that is the product of the month stamp set and the product of the month paper and brand new stamp sets. So before we go, we'll do a little unboxing together. Oh, love, love, love. And so I'll do those other sentiments and the other, and I think we'll pop some more embellishments on there. I really like the those beautiful hexagon ones, but we've also got, oh yeah, that's the faux bronze pentagons. I really like those. They've really surprised me. But I think even those pretty dots there, that's the mossy palette. So we can use a couple of these white ones. But yeah, just figure out what you've got here. Maybe something you haven't used in a while that you're like, oh, I really want to use that. Oh, that's beautiful. Sticky. Just want to move that over a little bit. There we go. Lift you up and put you over there. Good. And all of these little additions are just, I mean, we've got everything here. We know that we've got these extra embellishments, and but, you know, remember to use them. You're only using 3. You know, you can buy more if you need to buy more. It's actually like we've got to get into the mindset that it's good to use things up. Like, we don't need to hoard. We don't need to hold on to it. You know, you are worthy of being able to use nice things. And then you can just tell yourself, I'll get some more. It's like a reward, like, well done, you used it. Now you can buy some more. It's a big achievement, isn't it? Oh, I love it with the white ones. They're really nice. So there we go. How fun was that? Ah, enjoyed that so much. How long have we been going? 3 hours. But we did get a lot done, and we got to learn a lot about the backgrounds and things like that. So I'll do those couple of extra sentiments there. So remember the product of the month, you've got Painted Illusions, and you've also got that stamp set as well with the sentiment, which is fabulous sayings, absolutely gorgeous. You need that in your life. And remember that you only have that month to order one of the product of the month. So I think Stampin' Up is really trying to help us to think about ordering once a month, and that works out really well with us because we do the video class bundle once a month. So if you order, you know, over $125, like sort of aim for that, and then you can get your product of the month, you can get the video class bundle, you'll get a customer card. It's so a great goal to sort of look at that. I think that is a really awesome, you know, aim, even for demonstrators. Like $125 as a demonstrator is a minimum 20% off. And if you get 20% off $125, if we do the math on that, I think it would be around, it's a bit over $20, isn't it? 125 times 0.80. Yeah, so $25 you're getting off if you join as a demonstrator. Minimum. It can be higher depending on your sales. But yeah, if you're aiming at $100 a month, it's brilliant because that's almost getting you to your quarterly minimum. A little bit under, you know, you're looking at, I think it's around Oh, it's pretty close because I think it's $4.50 for the quarterly minimum. But I don't know if that's with the discount because it's 300 CSV. Yeah, 464.67, sorry. Divide that by, well, that's the full amount, not with the discount. So we'll do it with the discount. So it's $373 for a demonstrator every 3 months to stay as a demonstrator. You can finish at any time, so don't feel like you're locked in or anything like that. But for demonstrators, if you're planning your orders well, then you can space out your orders so that you're getting over the $100 mark each month. But yeah, if you aim around 120, that's after the discount. That's going to be I think $150 a month, and then you get the discount times 0.80. Yeah. So if you aim for $150 a month, you're going to hit your target. Get your product of the month every month. Get some great opportunities because you'll be able to keep hitting that target. And it's just great being a demonstrator because you get the discounts. You get to be part of an amazing team. If you join our team, we're going to look after you. Remember to put the lid on the special new scissors, Kylie. Now, let's quickly have a look at some of the new items that you can add to your starter kit. Where's my lid for the embossing powder? Where are you, little one? Hello? Anywhere to be found? Anyway, you'll show up somewhere, won't you? So let's bring this up and look at these goodies that we got. So this is all online exclusives. These are March 2026 online exclusives, okay? We've got some beautiful paper. We've got some ribbon. We've got, lots of different things. And we've shown some of these items before because we've kind of, ordered them in little bits and pieces because we don't necessarily get as much as we used to anymore. Yeah, and I love that, Charlotte. Yeah, I know. How about the unboxing with the VOP and crazies? No, do you all want to see the unboxing too? We'll do another one for the crazies and we'll do it twice. But yes, I'm really excited about this because remember, if you join, you can put this in your starter kit, okay? So, hello. Oh my goodness, yes. So we now label it with the colours and oh my goodness, it's life-changing. It's so good to know exactly what the colours are, where it's come from. So highly recommend. We've got a Dymo label maker and that font there is Tired Girls. That's me. I'm a tired girl. So we've got our variegated trim. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful trim here. I don't know how that came undone, but Bruno has done an amazing job here at creating a little sort of section to put your ribbon. I don't know if it's meant to go this way because that would be easy. That works. I'll be happy with that. And you can sort of wind it up and keep it in place here. Oh, that was very easy. I was thinking I'd have to go underneath, but that's, yeah, just annoying. Bruno went underneath. I'm like, I'm not going to fuss with that. And then you can just sort of bring it right back to its little spot. So if you want the instructions on that, I'm sure Bruno can pop up the measurements because it's using those punches, the 3 punches there. Ooh, someone's at the door. What time is it actually? Might be the bin getting collected. Anyway, it was shown Help Me Grow. That was already one of the ones that we purchased. And we've got this one here, Filled with Sweetness. I am shocked how big this is. This jar is like, whoa. It's going to take up the whole area. But this is like next level. So it probably is designed for a scrapbooking or it might be good for a 6x6 card. I don't think it's going to fit our regular sized cards. No, look at that. So, yeah, just keep an eye on that. But these labels are absolutely stunning. So even if you're not going to use it for card making per se, and you can, I think there's a way, well, actually this makes a card, I think, on its own. It becomes the card because you can see it folding. So that's really sweet. I'm sure people will come up with some amazing ideas using that one. And then you've got the gorgeous paper to go with it. Homemade Sweetness. Hi.
Can I just?
Yes.
So you know how you said, look how big it is? Where's the stamp?
Mm-hmm.
So the card, it's like half and half.
Oh.
So it will fit, but it'll be big. So the die is like it's one of those folding.
Yeah, just realised that.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
probably a bit behind. But I
It's
went,
really behind now.
Is that?
What's going on?
Well, someone was saying you have to keep pressing live, apparently. Anyway. But there's the Homemade Sweetness, and I love this because I love making lemon curd. So it could be like a label when you make certain items. We get a lot of fruit in this area where we live in Perth. It's a beautiful area for, and look, Charlotte's onto it too. I love it. It's a beautiful area for a lot of fruit, a lot of berries and stone fruits. So quite possibly I'll be able to make some jam. And I think it would be really fun to have this, gorgeous sort of label that you can add on. Love this little lady beetle. Oh, it's so nice, a ladybird or lady beetle, whatever you want to call it. But they are, oh, there's even another one here. Oh, Bruno's done all of them back to front for me. Look at him, legend. That one's incredible. Look at that one. We've got honey. We've got so much honey in this area. All homemade. Like, it's so beautiful. We live in the most beautiful area. Wow, that's taking me back to school. Triggering. Trigger warning. Whoa, that's stunning. Oh my goodness, I want to make a card out of that right now. I love it. Chop it. Yes. Imagine doing the exact same design that we just did, but with this in the background, with this. Gorgeous. That would look amazing. And yeah, just use this prototype. Like I said, it was the petal pink layer and then the Highland heather layer for the paper. Just use it over and over again. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Keep it simple. If you're finding you're not card making, you're probably overcomplicating it. And I know there's a lot of amazing demonstrators out there doing some really cool things with fun fold cards, and we love it with our online stamping retreat. We love challenging ourselves and doing new things. But sometimes you just need simple. Just keep it simple. Remind yourself. It doesn't always have to be this epic challenge. It's just, use what you've got on hand, because ultimately the more you're collecting, the more that this is coming into the house. This is 100 potential cards with this paper every time you've got a pack of paper. So get making those cards, and you could eventually maybe sell some, or you could give them out as gifts, like put them in a bundle together and give them to someone who's got everything. They don't have handmade cards. That is not something they have. So use your beautiful talents and gifts to give love and gifts and presents. And it's fun for you. It's a gift for someone else. They're going to have more joy in their life, especially if you write them a card or send random act of kindness. And I'll pop up the link for our random act of kindness group. And if postage is an issue, just look for ones that are within your country that you can send things to. That's the group there. Jump on there. And actually also come and join our Product of the Month group. I've got to check, but there's usually every day we're having between 30 and 50 people join that group, the Product of the Month group. So I will definitely be jumping on there today to show them what we did for Product of the Month. So at the moment, I'll just do a refresh on there and see how many are requesting to join today. Oh, only 15 so far. Love it. Chop it. So we've got 3,500 members on there already, which is just awesome. So definitely join that. And this will be a really nice project to show them today. So that is the beautiful Homemade Sweetness. And yeah, we've got all our colours written there so I can see straight away what was that blue? Oh, it's Misty Moonlight or Secret Sea, or, you know, then it's going to really help me to know straight away what colours I need to grab out, what cardstock. So Dymo label maker we use, all right? Really love it. So handy for us. So that's those ones. I don't know where the strawberry... Oh, yeah, that would go with this, of course. So that's part of that suite. And I dare say that this would be part of that suite too. And I think that's probably the other thing that I will label is what suite it's part of. And that will really help me as well. Poor Bruno's be like, what? I'm adding more on there. We have labels everywhere. But I just feel like it really helps me to sort of connect everything together, because that's been a big thing for me is like what is where, what online exclusive is this? I don't understand where it belongs, and this is my way of making it belong. I would 100% love Stampin' Up to give us, you know, a way of searching for items with online exclusives as a little tick. But yeah, hopefully they bring that in, or even better, to add it underneath the product. But this is, to me, this is even easier. You know what? I don't have to rely on others. Be resilient. Do it yourself. When you see complaining, go, instead of complaining, just figure out a solution, because everything is figure-outable, as Marie Forleo would say. Now, we've got a couple more here. So we've got this Delicate Whispers, which I am very interested that Bruno purchased this. This is not usually our style of something that I would personally go for. So I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him what he felt in this. I looked at it, I went, interesting, Bruno. I'm surprised you got this, because we are getting a lot more. Like, we used to get everything, but we are being a lot more aware of why we're getting what we're getting. Do we have time to use it in our schedule? So yeah, maybe actually it might even be that we've got it listed as one of our video class bundles. That would make sense. Do you like me? I'm like, that would make sense why we're using this. Because I'm not, look, honestly, I'm not a fan of this one, but maybe Bruno is. And maybe maybe you are fans of this. But yeah, it's good. I'm learning to be a lot more aware of what I like, not feeling pressured to buy things I don't want to buy. Let's have a look on the list here. No, there's nothing in there. So maybe we'll see. Homemade Sweetness has been chosen, which is good. Oh, is Delicate Drink? Yes, there we go. I have been given the reason why, and that's because it's an all-star video class bundle. Makes sense now. I must say, though, the paper is absolutely spectacular. So we'll forgive the... there's two papers. Oh, no wonder we chose this, because we're just like, oh, my goodness, we need this paper in our life. So let me go through this paper. And I dare say that, let's have a little look online rather than guessing, that the beautiful variegated trim, I'm pretty sure went with that. And also these natural dots. Ooh, I did miss this one. That's part of the Homemade Sweetness, that one. That's a beautiful embossing folder. So let's just have a little look here. Why is that not opening? Come on, little one. It's getting hot here, and once it starts getting hot, the internet doesn't work as well. So we need shoppy shop. But yeah, this, now I understand. Because yeah, the stamp set, you know, it's not grabbing me, but I think knowing that I've got this beautiful paper to work with, I think that will really help me to make the most of this suite. And it's good when we've got a stamp set that you're like, I don't know. And the video class bundle will definitely help you to make the most of that. Yes. So that is all part of it. I got it right. The paper, the ribbon and the embellishments are all part of that Delicate Dreams Suite collection. So I can even go to my little Dymo label maker and say Delicate Dreams, what was the name? Delicate Dreams Suite. And I think if I do that and then center it, come on, center. It's not centering. It's having a little hissy fit on me. What a surprise. Why would it do that? Have a little meltdown while I'm live. Of course. And I think if I use, what was the one that we said, Tired Girls? That was so nice, that font. Because, you've got to have a good font. Maybe it wasn't Tired Girls. Bruno will tell us the font name. I thought it was that one. I'll do it from this side instead of the label. Bruno found a way to do it on pages, which is very smart. Oh, love it. Looks so good. And just to have everything labelled, I think, is so fantastic, because then you know what you're working with. And I think it's been a big thing. Tired Girls Club. It's a club, everyone. We're in the club. We need to be in that club together. What cool font. So I want to do 1, 2. This one here probably will be too big to put it on. So I'll just do the 2. And then I'll do a smaller version for the ribbon, because I still want to have that labelled, and I could possibly put it on the back here and just cut that out and stick it on, which is really cool. Good. It's so good to be organised, okay? We need to know what we're doing. Bruno probably won't he'll oh, I want a different layer, but that's okay, we'll just stick it over the top. Why was this not centered? Rude. How very dare you? Isn't that the coolest? And then we know where it all belongs. Why did you print twice? Oh, that's right, I forgot to change it. Does that look like a good size there? It's tiny, but that's all we need, isn't it? Do a little snippy. Doesn't have to be perfect, because, I'm telling myself that because it's not perfect. Delicate Dreams. I feel like that needs to be a song. So yeah, all of these little things I'm just showing you because it's really important. And Bruno even did this on here with the dies, because for whatever reason Stampin' Up have done it for the stamp but not the dies, probably because they don't want us to get confused. But, it says dies, so we know what it belongs to. He actually, I think he did the background and then wrote with white. I'm not sure how he did that, but he's a smarty pants. So that is that one, and that's coming up as a video class bundle. So if you want to invest in that, you can. And we'll have a look at this beautiful paper. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And remember, we're showing you this because there's a joining special. And all of you beautiful demonstrators out there, I know some of you get worried about online exclusives. How long are they going to be around for? Is it worth investing in? Well, we get the opportunity of having a pre-order. So we've got all of these items now. And, there's been some that have stayed around for way more than 6 months. A lot of things are around for at least 2 months, 3 months, which is basically a mini catalogue. We never book at a mini catalogue and go, but it's only around for 3 or 4 months. Well, same. So don't be shy to get online exclusives because Stampin' Up have forecasted it to stay around. They don't want us to feel like, oh my goodness, we're going to not be able to use it. They're going to get enough stock for us to make it worthwhile purchasing it. And that could be another sandbox that you do. Like, can you give us an idea of maybe, is it going to run out? Are you going to reorder? Like, what is the estimate time period that this will be around for? And they don't want to lock it in because you just never know, but just look at the data of what has been done. Like Celebratory Sips has just gone on to Last Chance, and I'm pretty sure that's been around, is it a year? I think it's been around a year. So keep that in mind. Look at this gorgeous paper. No wonder we picked it. Ugh, look at me. I'm just like looking at this going, yes, yes, yes. I see so much love it, chop it, and so much beauty in this. So, and this gorgeous, like, what will you call it? I think bronze we put on there. Did we call it bronze? Yes, bronze. Absolutely gorgeous. So there you go. That's that paper. And then there's specialty paper that's in the suite as well. The paper is always, always, always better in person than looking at it online. Like, you need to see it in person. It's just beautiful. And we should actually, I don't know if we've ever done a online exclusive paper share. I think we should do something like that with the paper that's on the online exclusives because it's just gorgeous. Whether we do like a little sampler or something like that. And here's the other one. Ooh, we missed one. We need another Delicate Dreams suite. And we'll see if I can actually get it centered this time. That was so weird that it didn't center because it's centered on here. Remove, print. Yes. And we could even put it on the stamp set too, couldn't we? Because it's not called, I mean, Delicate gives it away, but still, it's good to have, one more. So we can put it on the stamps and the dies as well. I've gone label crazy. And this one here doesn't have its little, I don't want to cover, because that's going to go inside. But yeah, I think it'll be fine to cover it down here. I was going to say I don't want to cover the stamp set, but I think that's going to be good. Well, that turned into like 4 or something. And then we had March online exclusive. So I should have added that down the bottom actually. So we'll do March. Let's just go like this. Online exclusives. March 2026. Online exclusive. And then I can change that font. I think Bruno used I don't know what that one is called actually. Oh yes, it is Kindly. So this one here is called Kindly, and I'm pretty sure that one's called American Typewriter, just in case you want those same fonts, because we love fonts. Fonts are so much fun. That's why I'm always saying to Stampin' Up, please get really exciting fonts. And they are going really well with their fonts, I have to say. They're listening. They really, really are listening to us. 2 of them, yes. Good, and we'll put them on there. Thank you for helping organise me. Do you all like this idea? Look at that. Ah, perfecto mundo. No one would ever know that we had something underneath. And if you're worried that, you know, you can see through it, you can always add a blank one in between. But that, honestly, that helps me so much to know what belongs where. And just reassuring, it's like, okay, where's this part of, you know, what can I use it? You know, a lot of us are struggling with that at the moment. So it's just a little bit of, you know, forethought will really help. Now, there's a couple here that these I've left as my last minute ones, my last hurrah. But these ones here for me are my absolute favourites in this group of pre-order that we did. I'm just having a little look. What is your label, maker, model? I think they update and then you can't even get like previous models, but any of them are great. They're all fantastic. At first I didn't like, can you put it on the back? I did it on the back, didn't I? I think. Oh, as in that, you call that the back? Like on here? I'd call that the front. Is that the back, Brenna? But yes, these two here are like my absolute favourites, these bundles. And Luann said, did you make your ribbon corallers? Bruno made those because he's amazing. And, ooh, Cheryl Hurst said, do you notice there's a new colour? And that's sweet, which I guess is the hydrangea hue. Oh, yes, I did notice someone mentioning something about hydrangeas, and I'm like, what? Hey, that's a bit exciting. Jessie's going to be very happy with that colour. She's very much a like purple blue colour. So these are the two, and yes, please remember free postage. Over $65, okay? But you'd aim for $125 anyway so that you can get the product of the month. So this one here, Barbecue Master and Capturing Smiles. I am so excited about these two bundles. Cannot wait to use them. And these, again, you can add to your starter kit if you join as a demonstrator in the month of February. This is not available for customers to purchase yet. That happens in March. So if you can't wait, here you go. This is a good reason to become a demonstrator. This one here, I just absolutely love my Weber, and I've used it not all the time, but, you know, a good amount of time. I just did sausages the other day in it, and not too long ago did my Greek chicken thighs, like what are they called? And actually I did a lamb in there too, a roast lamb. So yeah, I really enjoy my Weber. And we've got little dies here that can make a hamburger. You know, you've got these amazing like little fire. It's just a fantastic set. So I'm really looking forward to having a play with that one. Put a shrimp on the Barbie, even though we don't call them shrimps here. Oh, that's so exciting, Megan. I really love this. This is really amazing font. Like I said, I'm very much a font person, and these fonts just grabbed me so much. I love this sort of imagery here. Having the camera. It's just so nostalgic and so beautiful. And there's a lot of young ones that are getting into photography with like old film cameras. We ran into a young one ages ago, like last year, and she was on her way to get her film developed, and we're like, what? Like, is this a thing? So I just love it. It's kind of like something that's connecting us with our past. It's quite nostalgic, but also for a lot of young ones, they're coming back into sort of these old school things. So I just love it. It's very modern. It's great for teenagers. Male or female, like we've got friends that love photography, and you know, they're male and they're female, so it's a great, you know, gender neutral card that you could make, because it is hard to make cards for you know, young men. I think sometimes it can be challenging, but this is fantastic. And you know, of course, the barbecue. Who doesn't love a barbecue? I think both of these are just there's so much variety, so I think that yeah, they're brilliant ones to invest in. So that is our unboxing. I don't think there was anything else hidden in the box here. No, I went through everything. So yeah, let me know what did you think? Was there something that you saw today that you really, really cannot wait to get your hands on? Delicate Dreams definitely was my big surprise. And, of course, don't forget the ones that I used and showed already, which are the Springtime Scenes. And what was the other one that we used? Or I was going to use, but I didn't. Oh, yes, this one here. Rolling Waves. That go with the dies. And we've got these dies as well. Oh, yeah, so Brenda did put on the back there. That's cool. So that's the Springtime Scenes, Rolling Waves. So they are, like, we've seen them stamped on our cards today. Chef's Kiss, absolutely gorgeous. So, and I love that shrimp of the Barbie. I'll have to try it. Yes. I think my dad used to do the prawns on the barbecue. Yeah, they're delicious. You've got to be really quick, though, because they cook in a millisecond. So there you go. That's all of our exciting unboxing for the, what do we say now? If we could just find my spotlight on Nature Dies. I love it. So, yeah, awesome. I'm so excited about all of the new things that are coming up. And don't forget that we have On Stage coming up, so there'll be a new catalogue coming, which is so exciting. So it's a really great time to think about being a demonstrator because, you know, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's just, you know, take a little bit of truth serum here. Are we really not going to purchase anything ever again because we have enough in our craft room? you know we're going to get more stuff. So if you know that there's new things coming, you've seen some of these items that I've showed you today, it really, really is the best thing you can possibly do to join. It is the best way to get a little bit of a discount, a minimum 20%, and to get that really awesome deal that's out at the moment with the Stampin' Positioner tool. It's just a brilliant way to save some dollars. In fact, I think the value came to 100 and I don't know how I remember this, but it came to $166.10 of value. I remembered it from yesterday. How did I remember that? And I can't remember my name sometimes. Must have been the coffee. But I did the girl math on my Instagram page and I said, so you're getting $166.10 for free, which is the $66 in the starter kit, the $86 for the Stampin' Positioner tool, and the $14.10 in postage. So it's like basically you're paying $169. So it's like you're paying. I think I'm back. Woo! Good. I love it when it works. Sorry, everyone. When it gets very hot here in Perth, which I think it's starting to get up until the 30 degrees now, 95 Fahrenheit. So yeah, when it gets hot, it starts malfunctioning on us, which is a real shame. So we'll have to look into that. 35 degrees currently. Oh, joy. Glad we're in air conditioning. But anyway, lovely to see you all. I'm going to be jumping on to our members group pretty much straight away because I want to do that mosaic tile effect. And I think I'll use the same paper, which will be fun. We can see what that looks like. So if you're a member and you want a little bit more content, if you're not a member and you want more content, you can join that YouTube join. And there's also a level for our demonstrators as well. And I recently did a class on Instagram stories. So if you've always wanted to see like a woe to go on how to set up an Instagram story, I do a live recording of me doing an Instagram story. So if you want to check that out, that's available as well. And it's only $19.99 per month. You can just do the 1 month. You'll get all the other content that's sitting there as well already, and then cancel after the month. So if you just want to grab that one video and it's something you're interested in, you can just check it out. But lovely to see you all. I hope I helped you to make some decisions today on what you're going to purchase, whether you're going to join, if you are a demonstrator, what you're going to get from our pre-order. And yeah, we love helping you to make wise shopping decisions and also to motivate you to do the love it, chop it, keep it simple, send your cards, think of other people, and make a difference. Really get out there, make a difference to other people, show love to even the unlovable. Just don't worry, it's their problem. Don't get affected by someone else's negativity. Just keep being you. And I know that you are just a shining bright light in a world that you may not feel like you fit in. So that's okay. We do fit in because we're here together. This is our beautiful shining light community. We love just being happy, good people. Don't let anyone stop you from doing that, okay? Keep being amazing. We love you very, very much, and we're so glad that you're part of our community. And anything we can do to help you, anything we can do to, think of ideas or support, come and join our groups, join our team, shop with us, whatever it is that you're looking for, we'd love to help you. So thank you for being here, and we'll see our lovely members very soon. Bye, everyone. I miss you, and I'll see you next week. Ciao! Thanks for being here.